Alright, welcome back to Metaphor Refantazio. This is the new Atlas game of the guys who did Shin Megami Tensei and Persona. And this is done by Studio Zero, who he worked actually on the Katrin game. If you know Katrin, you might have seen that cheeky little picture pop up. But he's moved over, and this is their first new IP. See, there's the open world place I was talking about. See, so we will get there, but it is not an open world game. It's more, from now it's like dungeon crawling, but it takes me back to classic Shin Megami Tensei. It's got real-time combat where you can kind of fully kill the enemy or kind of make them squishy, then go into turn-based of your own volition. It's really cool. I've been kind of describing it as Attack on Titan meets Persona, and it's kind of medieval. It's got a European medieval thing. We're going from like a Prague setting to like Romania, Transylvania stuff. It's really cool. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. It's the battle for the throne. We're riding around on this thing. It's called the Land Runner. It looks like a submarine or a boat, but it has real demon legs running around carrying it. It's really wild. Really cool. Pretty fun. You can see the style of enemies that they have. We just fought our first human. The big Attack on Titan style monsters are called humans in the game because they don't know any better. It's cool. Very, very cool. Concept is kind of like we're living in this world where there's 8 tribes all warring against each other. There's classism and racism going on, and he has this special book that he looks into, which is probably called the Metaphor, and inside the book is our world, which seems to be circa like 1940s, and they're like, wow, look how much they get along, how incredible this world is, and all they have electricity and all this stuff. And little do they know, but we know the truth is that was some of the worst time for our planet was the 40s and 50s, because we were a fucking disaster. Yeah, so they're going to find that out slowly. So, you know, with the turn-based combat, instead of doing Persona's way where you were fusing monsters together, this one you have archetypes, which are kind of like the classic job system in a Final Fantasy. So like warriors, mages, brawlers, dragoons, knights, all that stuff. It's really cool. And you have the social element of Persona where there's a day-night cycle and you can hang out with people and build up your virtues, your different traits that you have, like courage and wisdom and that will allow you to possibly become a better king. I've been enjoying it. Nice. It's been a long time since I played a proper Atlas game. Probably whichever came first, which is the Devil Summoner games back in the day, which I loved those. They were kind of like almost German gothic demonic stuff. There was a lot of games like that. Shadow Hearts as well. Great games back in the day. And then I played a good bit of Persona 4 Golden too. Which was like handheld at the time. So yeah, I have 2 copies of Persona 5. Never got to play it. It was a weird time for Atlas. They were super against YouTubers and stuff, so I kind of sort of took that personally, I'm not gonna lie. Nice. This one's fun. Very, very fun. It's got this kind of an oil painting thing going on. There's a nod to lots of Renaissance painting. We even have some your overall skill tree is in the shape of the Vitruvian Man, which is when Leonardo da Vinci was fascinated with the human anatomy. Nice. Alright, so yeah, we made it to a brand new town. Oh, fuck this. Which is called Martyra. And we're meeting up. We're looking for a possible monster to impress the council so that we may become king. And in this case, we're looking for a kidnapper who's literally been trafficking children. So we're going to take him down. Most people just choose an actual monster. We did defeat a human, and it was in the shape of a classic painting where it was kind of like a giant egg with a human head sticking out of it and arms, and then he was holding his heart in his hand, and there was a platform on the heart, and they were walking around it like a Swiss grandfather clock, you know, or just a Switzerland clock. But look at this, like you've got like this gorgeous skybox. This area, as I said, very Romanian or Transylvanian, where you've got the castle in the distance. Very nice. Pretty fun. Pretty damn fun. It's my cup of tea. You have this little fairy friend as well, Gallica. She's kind of like, she's got this Tinkerbell thing going on when she'll smack you in the face. But she's smart as well. But she is the exposition dump, the lower head, you know, which is unfortunate. Someone has to do that in JRPGs. It is the way of the land. Someone has to be the great lore giver. But I'm liking it. So that's what we're doing. We're kind of part of this team right now. You can go into your mind palace, which is called Academia. That's why there's this ghost person here. Really cool. And then it's got that gorgeous Atlas art style where the men are quite feminine and the women are quite like dummy mommy thing going on. I dig it. So yeah, we're going to meet, we're going up to that castle right now to meet with the lady of this land and see that can she help us find this kidnapper. But yeah, there's monster hunts you can go on. There's social events you can do. There's cooking. Even pooping plays a part. You gotta poop. Plays a part in the game, so there you go. Pretty nice. You've got the stylization of how Persona does it, but more Shin Megami Tensei. There was Shin Megami Tensei 5 out recently, and they re-released it under the Vengeance moniker, which is kind of cool if you want that kind of stuff. That one's more demons and nightmare stuff. This one's kind of, as I said, medieval Attack on Titan meets Persona. I'm enjoying it. Weird name. Putting a subtitle on a new IP is always disastrous, I think. So calling it Metaphor Refantazio, which is just throwing words together and see what fits. Not the best, but trust me, don't let it twist you.
Stop that at once.
Oh, Jesus. I'm bored. And lots of British accents. We've seen about 80% Scottish accents, which is weird. We just met someone who's an Irish accent. We think about the No Spider-Man 2. Dude, it sucks. I still think that it's either going to become part of Venom or something else, you know. Everything is kind of changing in Insomniac. That leak was the worst thing that's happened. And then they had the Great Web as well, which was that, it's basically a Spider-Man game, but multiplayer, you know. So it's been a disaster. That's why I've never been able to truly lock down. I do think DLC existed at one point, and possibly even still does, but yeah, it's rough right now. There's a Disney thing going on. Soon they're going to show off some Wolverine. That's all I'm hearing. Either that or the Game Awards are like December 12th. They might save it for that. So you got your accessories and armor and all that, which is cool. It's cool. It's a cool game. There it is. Let's see what this. I hope this queen is nice looking. But yeah, I'm sorry. I never like to lead people on. If I hear rumors, I hear rumors. Like the Arkham Annihilation one I'd heard eventually got repurposed into Gotham Knights and kind of died out. Now we have fucking Arkham Shadows. I would pay my left nut to have Arkham Shadows become an actual game, because they just announced that their version of Scarecrow in it has been voiced by Elijah Wood, and he's doing a good job, and that's just kind of a younger play on it again. I want Batman Beyond, goddammit. We'll see. I'd probably hear from the new Bioshock at Game Awards as well, because you saw 2K kind of came out loud and proud where we saw Borderlands 4 and then Mafia 4, you know. So Bioshock 4 is there too. They need to have that moment. That's been in development well over 2 years now at this point. It's meant to be called Bioshock Isolation, but I don't think they'll call it that. They'll call it something else, but it sounds good. I'm telling Barden, screw you. Yeah, so there's a lot of classism going on. There's 8 different tribes in the game, and they're represented by, in this case, people with horns, you know, little demon horn things. And there's people with cat ears, and us ourselves were known as Elda. I think it's got to do with the different eye colors, but it's separate because it's not humans as we know them, but it could be like maybe elder humans. Look at that little guy. It's like one of those sheepdog things. See, there's a little cat person there. It's different. There's ones that kind of look like zombie people as well, which is mad. I mean, Wolverine game could be developed faster. Yeah, I don't know. Like, showing it again and then saying 2026 would be a bit foolish, wouldn't it? I know Venom is coming. I would assume Venom would be next. Venom and like the whole Carnage stuff. We'll see how that goes. They're just pissed off at the leak because it basically was 10 years of stuff, you know. The whole thing is kind of gathering up to like an Avengers style or X-Men style game, you know. And then another Ratchet and Clank game and other stuff. I don't want them just to become fucking Marvel heads either, though. So maybe it might switch things around. Insomniac is so good. Like I trust them. Spider-Man 2 was so much fun to play. It didn't take any risks and was quite, you know, you kind of started where you ended without a whole lot of differences. But yeah, it was still really fun. The fun is there. Insomniac will never ever disappoint when it comes to the fun side of things. But for the love of Christ, you've got that's more Sony hand holding them, not allowing them to take risks and kill off characters because they want to use it in 15 different movies and games, you know. It's not Insomniac's fault. That's just Sony following Marvel too close and getting burnt by the sun. Nice. Oh yeah, this guy. So that's the Coronation Rock. This one's kind of crazy. We have this king in the shape of like a platform. It looks like the Majora's Mask moon coming down, but this one, it's like a moon, so it'll change depending on who's closer to becoming the king. King's Rock. If you look at it from time to time, you'll get some magic energy known as Maj.
I see.
Maj. This mean, yeah, looks a lot like Persona. It does, eh, Bernie? Yeah, exactly. Bunch of free time coming up. Planning hikes. Hell yeah, dude. Hopefully you get some in there. Hopefully the weather's good. Had a lot of weird little storms and stuff. Even some here. Yeah, it definitely has that. It's hard. Even the Shin Megami Tensei, they all have that similar art style. With a sharp contrast and colors and anime and that, you know. They're known for it, you know. They've been known for it since the Shin Megami Tensei. If I showed you some of the old Devil Summoner games, this from like 2002, 2003, you could still go, oh, that looks just like this character from Persona 5 or Metaphor, you know. It's not a bad thing. It's just when you know an art style. Same reason you go looking after a Studio Ghibli or something, you know. Or yeah, Akira Toriyama and the Dragon Ball Z and everything else kind of looking like it too, you know. Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong. I love this skybox. Jeez. So pretty. Bob Ross would just be creaming himself right now. Leaning over this way, putting pressure on it seems to help a little bit. So that's all I've been doing, looking like a wonky, one-legged donkey. I don't care if it's comfortable. Better. Look like a wonky. There he is there. Here's some of our team members. We have Stroll. He's kind of a royal lineage. Bit of a shit. And then this lady, she's like an elf girl. She's known as Hunkelberg. That's only part of her name. Her real name is like Eloise. She's like an elf girl, so she's like 14 names. She goes by Hulkenberg. She has a bit of like a German Austrian accent, but she's got that dummy mommy thing. She's a badass knight. Yes, please. I can't tell. Sometimes she leans back into British. Then when she has a little cutscene, it's more kind of German or something. Austrian. I'm like, okay, someone's accent slipping more than pantyhose. Alright, they really don't want us checking the town out at all, so let's just feed into the story. This is a local military guy. Barden, we've been calling him Pardon my Barden. Lady Joanna, yeah, let's go talk to her. Joanna. Yeah, so I feel for her, Insomniac. It's very rough. But I think, like, if I was to tell you what... Oh, she's a little bit older. She's got a Helen Mirren thing going on. If I was to tell you what I want out of Insomniac, here we go. Are you ready, right? Do the Spider-Man DLC, then Venom, then Wolverine. Then either get a Resistance trilogy remake going, or something, remaster, and another Sunset Overdrive, and another Ratchet & Clank. And then do more Marvel, you know? Take a fucking break from the Marvel, though. That's all I'm saying. They're such a great studio.
It's clear you want only the best for your people, milady.
And then DC stuff. We have Wonder Woman coming. We have a new Batman game coming. Suicide Squad is dead, pretty much. It was supposed to be another year where you'd get to play as the Justice League, taking down the Suicide Squad, but that's fallen apart, so whoopsie.
Please put an end to this tragedy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other stuff. There's a couple of things. See if they pan out. Marvel as well. Like Marvel have about 17 games coming, even outside of Venom and Wolverine. You know, it's insane. See how they pan out. You have Amy Hennings. I'm probably most excited for that. The World War II Captain America Black Panther game. Then there's a Black Panther game on its own, and EA are working on, apparently, but we'll see. They're working on like an Iron Man game, which we know of. We're supposed to be working on X-Men as well, something X-Men. And then I had heard Naughty Dog were doing a Punisher game. We'll see what happens there. There's been rumors of one of their games being as free-flowing as Elden Ring, but I don't think that's true. If it is Stray's Cross, that's meant to be a first-person Uncharted meets Portal, jumping through crazy fucking portals and stuff between space and that. And then there's meant to be a Greek remake, remaster of all the God of Wars. And then there's going to be Egyptian God of War, and then the Atreus Project Giant, and then they're also working on a sci-fi game, which is very close. That'll be probably, if not next year, the year after. That's Cory Balrog's game. That's why he didn't do Ragnarok. Ragnarok was meant to be 2 games. It was Fimbulwinter, and then Ragnarok, but they mushed it together, and it's a mess. Anyway, is what it is. It's too late to go back now. Oh, it's one thing you can never deny, like Sony's games all have cracking gameplay. Their stories have fallen off big style in the last 5 or so years. Ghost of Tsushima being the only one that truly kind of stands out. Best story we've got in a AAA game in the last 10 years, outside of like Witcher 3, it's definitely Red Dead Redemption 2, and there's not even close. Not even Baldur's Gate 3 or any of them stands up. Talking about like the higher echelon, you know. Last of Us Part 2 would have been better if it was edited better. Taking chunks out of it, but it's a bit of a mess. It's a mess as it stands. Let's hope the show can correct it. I think that's what they're trying to do. Why not just release a director's cut of it or something? They're already releasing it 3 or 4 times as is.
There is something to it. Here is my offer.
Fix the problems.
If you get rid of the culprit,
here is my offer. She had a nice accent for a second, then lost it.
It is most kind, but can you truly afford that? Surely, as a church sent to us, His Eminence Forden would expect your support. Indeed.
I like the great bake-up. So yeah, lots of stuff coming. Like, if you're feeling disheartened or you're getting too much bad news in the gaming sphere, same as myself, blame Reddit and Twitter for that. That's bad algorithms. It's not actually that bad. It's not bad at all, really.
'Twas a confident smile indeed, with a great deal of pain behind it.
I know it's but a step in our plan.
We'll have a huge rest of the generation. A lot of companies closing down that, and sometimes it's for the wrong reasons, but a lot of the times it's unfortunate side of business. I hate it, but there are no safe bets anymore. The most important lesson you can learn all of this is just enjoy yourself, enjoy your games. Don't anyone kill your hype.
We'll have to go out in Sandworm territory to find him.
Because it is a hobby, it is escapism, it is fun. Everything else is just noise. Sandworms? Not the sandworms. You guys watch any good movies lately, or go to any concerts or new music? No, it's a little bit hard. I went to one a while back. Was it early September? And I think that's about it. It's getting harder and harder because of the state of like concerts and public transport and that. Okay, cool. Gather intel. Now we get to freely walk around. Let's talk to these people. He's pissed. You there? Can I talk to you for a bit? I heard that you're going to catch that Hemsway. Wanted to give you my thanks. My wife, she's one of the people that have gone missing. Oh, he's not just... I thought he was only robbing children. Do you know about the giant sandworms? No. Okay, cool.
All good.
Starstone Market. Alright, nice. So yeah, you've got a lot of options. These guys love their stylized UI and menus. So you've got this beautiful painting in motion almost that moves around. When you go into the party, you can see them there. I think, when do you click in? Is it equipment? No. Maybe follower? No, the followers are people and you can rank them up and it'll open up new things. It's pretty beautiful. Maybe it was parties. Is it details? Oh, here we go. So this is where they do the kind of Vitruvian man stuff with the arm. And then if you come back out here into the archetypes, there's the actual nod to Vitruvian man. It's usually just, what, 4 arms and 4 legs? So yeah, so they've gone a bit further there. So you can see your levels. These are the archetypes I'm talking about. So you have him as a warrior. This guy is a seeker, which is kind of a mix of warrior, mage, knight kind of thing. And she is a knight for now. You can kind of evolve them and level up. It's cool. 3 parties members for now, but there seems to be more where that came from. It's real nice. It's good. A lot of crazy names though. It's nice to play one of these games if you're a JRPG fan, because if you're like me, you do spend 80% of your JRPGs tend to fall under the Square Enix umbrella, which you'd be surprised how many is now. At one time it was just Final Fantasy, but they've eaten up so much. Like, you're playing Visions of Mana, and guess who owns that? Square Enix. Hey, you're playing a little bit of Dragon Quest? That's nice. Guess who owns that? Fucking Square Enix, man. They own everything. So yeah, you don't realize it. And they don't all feel the same. For a lot of the time they do. They have those similar structures to them. So coming over to here in Sega and Atlas, it's a nice mix-up. Even if it's just names, you know. And I haven't played an Atlas game. Oh no, I played Atlas games. I haven't played like Shin Megami Tensei and that in a while. I should have got 5. It was just, like I said, I'm really picky with my RPGs on purpose, because I do find like I drop more than I should. It's not fair. Not fair news. Not fair on anybody. I don't want to drop any game because these are nice enough to hang out, and if you're even slightly invested in the game, I most certainly don't want to leave you in the lurch like that, because that's shitty. That's shitty. Your only choice then is to go elsewhere, and that's the exact opposite of what I'm trying to do. And like when I come, another thing as well, like that's another reason why I want to update my PC as well, because you do suggest games, and I'm like, bollocks, I can't. Like, you want me to play that Friendly Neighborhood, dude? I think it's only on PC. I wouldn't stand a chance. I really want to as well. Because it's definitely not like a money thing, because most games, you know, you can either, a PC game, get it a little bit cheaper than normal. Even brand new games are only like 50. And then you've got codes and sales every day, so it's not an issue. You make up the money you spend on a PC in saving money on games within almost about a year, I'd say. You'd save nearly 1,000. Honest to God, I'm dead serious. Go look it. Go look it up. Unless, but if you're repurchasing games you already own, well, that's, I can't help you there, you know. If you're buying €50 Ragnarok and €50 Ragnarok on PC, you know, I can't help you. That's up to you, man. It's your choice what you do or don't do with your money. Do I need this? No, 4 of them. Okay, that's just, yeah. The main combat in this, like, it did seem to be dungeon based. So we'll see if that continues. But you saw that when we were able to go outside. Maybe I can do that again. Right now it's a little bit dangerous because we're so early on in the game. Even though it's 10 hours in. These kind of games, the first 10 hours, people will laugh at you. Like, oh, dude, you're... Who's this? It's the cat person, yeah? Top performance you need... Oh, no, it's the little mouse people. Isn't this the gauntlet runner? Yeah, maybe we saw this person using the tournament to make sales. That's cheeky. That's very cheeky. So that's what they're, gauntlet runners. Cool. So they're all vying to become the next king. So they're doing things to... It's kind of like Hunger Games, but instead of surviving, you're wanting to become the king afterwards. It's kind of cool. So they're not against trying to kill each other, which happened before we got here. The 2 of the gauntlets were fighting each other. It's kind of cool. And one of them landed and it was massive. So those things are cool. And they're all like, some of them are like celebrities, and one of them was a singer and she had an Irish accent. That was funny. It was very stereotypical Kerry accents. We don't all come from Kerry. Oh, hey! Top of the morning to you, laddie. Yeah, jeez. We all sound like this, don't we? Toodaloo, we don't all sound like that. Most of them honestly sound a bit like me, which is kind of a scuffed Irish accent, which has become just muff mouth, you know. I have what they would call a Colchi accent or a Bogger accent because I'm from the country. Nice.
What is it?
I want to fight a giant sandworm. Please. Last hike destroyed my legs 2 days after. Oh my god, dude. Sore muscles to the max. Did you try like an ice bath or anything? Or... It's hard to know. Like some people, they reckon heat or ice. And then if you do enough reading, it comes down to actually heat, then ice. So the heat on them will kind of basically like melt it, you know. It's all about getting that acid out of them. That's the burn, the pain you're feeling. It's like a, what's it called, like salicylic acid or so, one of those anyway. It's an acid in your, and then so the heat kind of melts that away, and then the ice kind of recovers. But who knows, you know. Honestly, you're probably saying you're just kind of on wobbly legs and just resting. Nice. At least you challenge yourself. Trust me, you come back and you'll be stronger. Once you don't hurt yourself, each time you do that, you come back stronger. Think, as goofy as it sounds, but think Goku, you know? He gets messed up, then he eats a whole lot of food, 3 times the size of his body mass, and then he comes back stronger than ever. That's exactly what it's like. It looks like Elaf was maybe a brother and he's been kidnapped as well. Yeah, these kind of definitely have a specific art style. All this stuff in the air, it looks like glass shards, is this magic energy that some things absorb. But it's interesting that they render all that, you know. That's no different than fire embers and things in other games, you know. But it's a nice touch. Nice touch for sure. These people are kind of just living. Look at this. Imagine having your door there. Would you be mad? Would you be mad? No, I think Persona 6 is coming out next year, or close to it anyway. So they're at that point, at a very comfortable level of what looks like releasing games every year, every 2 years. In reality, this one's, I think, it's been in development since 2018 or something, where he was able to, after he did Catherine Full Body, which was a remake of Catherine, they went on and worked on this one, which was called, I think they called the Fantasy Project or Fantasia Project. Alright. Merchant's been that way.
So it is possible.
Call seeing a shopkeeper to myself. Let's talk to all the shopkeepers. They always have the best intel. And like, yeah, Sega have just been on bangers. They got really lucky in their investments because they own the Yakuza studio as well, you know, or GG, or is it RGO? And they're working on the Pirate game. They've been putting out nearly 2 games a year in the last couple of years. It's wild, wild. Some remakes, some spin-offs, but crazy. And they're not slowing down either.
Excuse me.
Probably working on a Judgment Tree out there as well. I would like to see them like radically do something different, you know me. Alright. Blathering, you heard him from every... Yeah, where is he now? Come on. Watch the Alien... Oh yeah, what was it like? Romulus? Hell yeah. Turns out to be pretty good. Is it a teen slasher? The trailers are not serving it very well. Every time I see it, it seems like it's picking them off one at a time, like teen slasher. Now, the original Alien was like that in the horror sense. They were being picked off one by one. So that works. But, yeah.
Thank you kindly.
It's actually allowed them to push forward and do Alien Isolation 2. I still don't think you'd see Alien Isolation 2 for another 2 years anyway. But it's great to see that, you know. I think Creative Assembly are back again, kind of doing some branching out a bit. We might even see more Halo Wars or something, you never know. With the Halo Battle Royale, that was basically cancelled, right? It was like Project Tanaka or whatever. But I heard that they didn't get rid of all the assets. It's been moved over to Creative Assembly. But it might end up just being like a hero shooter or an extraction shooter, so not 100% excited for that. When they know what we all really want, right? We want those single player Halo side stories like ODST and Reach. I'd love a horror game with the Flood. I would love that. Even make it like The Thing, where some of your team, imagine a Noble 6. I know they're dead, but imagine a Noble 6 that was taken over by the Flood, but it's like The Thing, and you don't know who to trust. And over the course of the game, that'd be fucking amazing. Wouldn't it be killing each other off, turning on each other? I'd love that. The Flood was like that. The Flood it was like a giant virus hive mind, but it would take over as it went. So you'd have these bits of legs and arms and humans just hobbling along because like a parasite, it would just grab whatever it could to eat the next thing. We're all hungover, man, huh?
Hey.
Sure, you got pretty close to the giant sandworms then. So you true, didn't get that close. Found the giant sandworm husk. Okay, okay. At some point the story turned into me waltzing right up to a sandworm and staring it down.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it sounds like he's faking it. He's faking it. Oh, that's as far as we get. Might have to fight a big sandworm. I'm down for that. Speaking of horror, watch Terrifier 2. Yeah, I was going to ask you that earlier. Enjoyed it. I feel like it's going to lean more and more into supernatural. Oh, you think so? Interesting. I didn't get that a vibe from it at all. So it's Art the Clown. He's kind of more of a being, a demon. That was just pure gore. We saw this guy before. Who is he?
Might you answer a question?
Terribly sorry.
Pompous man. You see how feminine they make the males. Their art style. That's good. A decent runtime. Hell yes. Anything under 2 hours and done well is great. Keep it this way, only hurts when you stop. As long as muscles are warm, you're clear. Okay, sleep is a thing. Yeah. So everything settles. My feet shot the tired day. The pain's almost gone by 9 AM, but next morning. Oh, shite, dude. Hopefully it goes quick. Look after yourself.
It's a local event. A kind of storm. And the wind kicks up
A
sand.
local event.
Crystals. Not too uncommon a sight round here. Our diviners say we'll have a sand flash in about 5 days. Seems
Okay.
like most wild beasts to sleep. Might be some magic effect, or might just be waiting out the storm. And that includes the sandworms.
So this is what they do. They set up things like
Proper timing.
you have to look for a necromancer and it gives you a day deadline, so
We're much
5 days.
obliged, but if you know all this, why haven't you and the guard gone out?
A guard unit stomping around would wake up the whole den. Didn't much like saying it, but I was
Didn't much like seeing it.
much use against Heismay anyway.
So it looks like we have to wait for this sand flash,
Wouldn't be here
and that'll
otherwise.
help us sneak in, I guess.
Good. Then we're counting on you. Can't have you getting yourself killed now. Cap's reputation's on the line. And one more thing.
Look at that face.
You didn't get this info from me.
Understood. But
Yeah, I thought he hated us. Either he wants us to do his dirty work for him, or he wants to see us get killed.
Volunteered to go out there as your travel guide. No danger of that.
I see.
Anyway, I'm counting on you.
Homeless is definitely not a teen slasher. Okay, I was surprised that the main cast is mostly barely adult. Yeah, I got such a young approach and like, come on, run. Teen slashers are mostly just driven by stupidity. Correct, yeah. Because I was so worried. I'm not against teen slashers. They are good, but as you said, it can be just a comedy of errors. Because we had Alien vs. Predator, which is just right on the line of kick-ass action blockbuster and did a good job. Then its sequel, which I think was Requiem, Alien vs. Predator Requiem, was a bona fide teen slasher, but with Predator and Alien in there. Sounds good on paper. It was crap. One of them was like a pizza delivery driver and stuff. The whole thing was so hokey, you know? That was the problem. They didn't know what they wanted. If you had an alien tearing up like a suburban town, you'd be like, that sounds awesome. Going from house to house, killing off these stupid Egypt. But no, that's unfortunately not what it was.
Oh, that. Damned if I know.
Then the Predator movies kind of got a bit rough. You know, people look at Prey and that and be like, oh, hell yes. That is a great movie. But there's some woeful bad ones like Predators and that. People kind of shit on Predator 2 as well, which I hate. Concrete Jungle. That one's awesome. It's so weird and realistic, ritualistic. Like, most of the way through the movie, you've got Danny Glover from, like, Lethal Weapon. And, you know, I'm too old for this shit. And he, that's where that line came from. He's tracking down a serial killer who's, like, stripping the skin off people and hanging them up. And it's obviously the Predator, you know. But it's so messed up, so bloody, and, as I said, real ritualistic. I love that. It added such a extra little creepy element to them. When all he was doing was just what most predators do, which is they're sent down as a training ground, basically, to prove themselves by finding the most powerful creature and destroying it, and thus becoming the alpha male.
Your journey is going well.
Then they kind of fell off after that. I'm glad Alien. I don't want Alien to ever go away. As much as Prometheus is a bit of a mess, and Covenant is too, at least they still tried to do some interesting things. Honestly, I think Ridley Scott's kind of fallen off. He's drank his own Kool-Aid. I also think possibly the death of his brother probably didn't fare too well. So I don't hold much hope for the next Gladiator, I'll tell you that much. But we'll see. He's still a good director, just maybe not a great writer anymore or something. So this is the kind of Mind Palace Academia. So this guy unlocks all of these skills. You get this nice music, and there's a cat in here you can pet, and it's a library of the mind, you know.
That thing inside the gauntlet runner?
By my eyes report, there is one.
The beauty of Atlas games is they're so unabashedly confident in their skill and product. It's like falling in love with a series without ever needing sequels or anything, you know. You don't get to see that very often. That kind of confidence. Modern gaming is now, they're so scared to fail that they won't take risks, or they have to back everything up with microtransactions and battle passes to a game that never had one before. I think that new Mario Party has a battle pass in it. Are you fucking kidding me? Anyway, it is what it is. It's a mix of going with the norm because you're trying to get people to play your game, and if they can't recognize the systems, so you have dumb shit like battle passes been put into games, you know, free to play or stuff, you know. It's like, what? You want me to buy into something when it's already free to play? Even battle passes in MMOs are weird.
What's with all the yelling?
This thing is like half demon, half machine.
Isn't this?
What? So this is the Majora's Mask thing. That's actually the king's head floating in a platform, watching us. Creepy, huh? Now this must be a projection or something. Are you mad? This is our driver, Nuras. Great name because he's quite noodle. One of this teleportation magic. Yeah.
What?
This is their way of allowing us to travel between the towns, is it?
So this teleportation, it can just whisk us all back to the royal capital in a flash.
Who are you?
And the gauntlet runner came along for the ride.
I'm glad. I must watch it. There will gore, plenty of it. Mystical sword ending in the pale girl. So many understands questions. Ooh, the Predator was by far the worst one. I'm trying to remember which one that one was. Was that the Alpha Predator one? Where's the one where they send like prisoners basically onto a unknown planet and it's like a jungle? I didn't mind that one. It had Adrian Brody in it, but she doesn't really do action that very well. That might have been that one. It's one on the first one, but on a foreign planet. Yeah, maybe. First one, but on it. Yeah, maybe that one's shite, is it? Droid Predator. Okay, so I'm getting confused, sorry. So Predators wasn't that. Yeah, that one I didn't mind. Sorry, I got confused, because the reason I say that is, it's the one where they have Alpha Predator in it, and he just throws them around. It's a really bad Shane Black. I think he blacked out or something. It's a bad Shane Black movie. It was like Alpha. It was a multiple Predators. And you know this always happens. The same Alien as well. Where, you know, aliens besides. But when you put so many aliens and they all die so quick, it just kind of defeats the purpose as being like an ultimate killer, an ultimate machine or whatever, you know. We don't want that. Like, look at Terminator. For the most part, we see the big Skynet war, right? But we never really deal with that much. And then when they go back, it's always one or two, you know. Which is crazy. And you think about an army of those kind of guys. You don't want to have them be killed easy. So yeah, we'll just have to wait for that. I wonder, will it be like, I know it's Alien Isolation too, but will it be a sequel? Will Amanda be back? It would make sense, but I have no problem with them jumping around the timeline a little bit too. Because it is a bit mucky. You know me, if I'm being honest, in a perfect world we could veto the entire of Alien 3. Because it just kills off Newt and it kills off the dude as well. What's his name? I always call him by his actor name. But yeah, that pissed me off. It was like in a little intro while the credits were still rolling. It's like, oh well. Then we're stuck on a alien prison planet. But everyone's got a British accent for no reason. Speaking of which, this game has everyone's got a British accent. Bloody hell.
Cannot say I've heard of teleportation.
Been a while, I remember enjoying that as well. Yeah, yeah. When I look back, that one had some goodness to it. It did get completely slated though. I think that half of the issue, like I said, is Adrian Brody doesn't hold up as well for action roles. It's not his fault. It's when you do something, you're known so well for Wes Anderson kind of movies and The Pianist and that.
He makes it sound so easy.
Doesn't work out so well.
What do you think?
Tis no small feat we ask.
That's the Predator, yeah. Giant Predator and the sequel, yeah. Fucking hell. Rubbish. Shane Black, man, he's such an on and off director / writer. He does a lot of stinkers. So there's a new Sam Raimi movie coming out. It's called Don't Move. It's about this woman who gets kidnapped by a dude, and he poisons her. And she's 20 minutes before her body shuts down, and he's, you know, basically got her. So she escapes, and I don't know how the movie's gonna be. The trailer kind of, as usual, either ruins the whole thing or kind of is misleading the person watching it. So we'll see what that one's like, but she's just slowly moving, trying to escape. I don't know how you could make that work for an hour and a half or 2 hours, but it could be interesting. And yeah, the Sebastian Stan movie, A Different Man, and he's then also doing a biopic about Trump during the Apprentice days, which Trump tried to stop, so it might be worth watching. And there's a shitload of biopics going on, so you can cook in here if you want to change your clothes and all that. It's kind of cool. I like this. It's got a little steampunk to it. I dig it. A little submarine, but it's stood up on big demon legs. It's truly something you've never seen before. Hell yes. How you doing, Hunkerberg? Hardly follows such tales. Never thought His Highness Gauntlet Runner was such a holy secret. Yeah, look at this thing. It's like a half a demon heart power in this thing. Lovely. I love a good monster movie. To watch more foreign monster movies, they can be really good. Some great Mexican ones, and there's like trolls and monsters, and there's obviously some great J horror and K horror centered around monsters. Godzilla's been kind of firing on all cylinders as well. Just wondering what this thing was. So can I? Oh, I can. Yeah, we can teleport now. The question is, can we get out of this? You know.
Come on.
Already in. Let's go back. Oh, I should. Okay, whatever. They're just teaching us. You know that kind of tutorial thing? Alright, apparently we're able to bend space. Awesome. Just focuses on his mind. Boop! That can't be normal, Jesus. He's gonna end up with an extra ear growing out of his knee or something. Sam Raimi movie 20 minutes after drug addiction, Tom McGuire's rescuing her. Plot resolved. Nice. I always would love that to happen. Just the dumbest thing, just bringing superhero stuff in. Should I know him more from Evil Dead, you know, and Drag Me to Hell? But yeah, his Spider-Man trilogy is pretty banging. And then didn't he do one of the newer ones? Or no, he did the Doctor Strange. Yeah.
In my eyes, it's the other way around. It's not powerful by virtue of being connected
yes.
to the or to the land.
All these nice emotes.
It's that all magic is supposed to have potential of this magnitude.
Didn't look at movies quite this critical. Yeah, I feel the same way. I think the same with games as well. I blame the internet for it. I've become far too critical, feeling like I need to break everything down instead of just enjoying it. I don't want to become that person because there's only one way out of there, and it's like either you start watching everything belligerently drunk so you'll enjoy it, or you become quite the pessimist, you know. Hence why nearly every reviewer online is forgotten the fun factor, and it's just talking about Sweet Baby Ink and DEI, or even just talking about how a game runs when they don't really understand resolution or frame rate.
Go on, try it out.
Become armchair detectives of everything.
No reaction.
Yep. Okay.
So we can't go somewhere we've never been before. Anywhere else you
Nice. It's kind of like that movie Jumper, where he has postcards of these places and he was able to jump there. I like that movie. Fuck it. Don't forget the Oldsmobile Delta 88 made an appearance. Jesus. I refuse to watch Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness unless Disney is willing to like strap me to a chair and peel my eyelids back and fucking good lord.
Sounds like you've got to envision
No, thank you. So yeah, I was just saying I got that Quiet Place game. We'll see what that's like. Any Quiet Place fans? As Dynamite was saying, reviews are a little, you know,
Not as convenient as it sounds,
a little bit.
How so?
One person, the only thing I saw against it was someone was complaining about a sound effect being replayed over and over again.
And the more places we travel, the more we can.
But it was only 30 SF. That'll be for some Fright Fest stuff. Then we get to go to the hospital and the sexy nurses in Silent Hill 2. That'll be fun. Don't know if I should, like, you know, let them kill me a few times so I can just get myself off it. Damn those sexy horror bastards.
So don't forget.
Sorry, it's a survival horror. I know. Death by Snoo, then survival. Nice. Capture Hemsway, you must be well prepared. You can grow stronger by accepting requests around the town. Alright. Now that your mission has begun, your base operations will be changed here. Each time a new operation begins, the town will stay and become your new base. Your departure date is July 2nd. Try to be well prepared. Or else. I can still go to the other cities. Okay, world map. Travel there using teleportation. Does not pass time. Wow. That's brilliant. Unfinished requests or meet with followers. Wow. There's only 3 days left. Up against strong opponents. Better make sure. So it's only 3 days left because I spent time doing other stuff. So you see it's actually kind of... Whoopsie! It's gone a bit wrong for me. I've reportable quests? Really? Where? What am I doing? Promising returns. Maria, okay. The Nurse is drawing a hand. I think it's time we return to Grand Trad. Okay, we can do that. So you see these have no deadlines? Some of them do. You have deadline unknown, which is fine. That's like, these are basically the concept of main quest versus side quests. It is not all that timer based, even with 5 days or whatever he said. Trust me, you are in control of when the time changes, and you just pick and choose. So certain things you want to do, if you want to go to a dungeon, if you want to help out a person, it will have a clock symbol beside it. And that means the time changes. You have afternoon and nighttime. So you can basically do 2 different things per day, and then you move on. The hardest part of the game is MP management. Just like old Persona and old Shin Megami Tensei, you don't heal normally. You do not. You can heal with healing spells, but not your MP. And you have campfires, they don't heal you. You have a bed, it doesn't heal you. So It's kind of cruel. So your MP then becomes your only kind of healing outside of potions. So you have a limited time in each dungeon until maybe later, maybe when you can get better with it. So yeah, it's quite a difficult game. It's not. This ain't no Final Fantasy. I'll tell you that much. This ain't no Mummy's first RPG. We were getting wrecked, but you can restart a fight anytime you want by pressing the left stick, even without a load screen. But you're directly put into the fight again. So say if you don't have an advantage, you're still screwed. If you have the wrong thing equipped, you're still screwed. So sometimes just the good old-fashioned reload, or just let you die, which will, if you die, there's no real mess up. You don't have to reload. It actually just pops you back out of the fight. And then you can re-equip and change your job class around and stuff, you know. So that's the option there. It's really, really fun. It's my cup of tea. And it takes me back to when I was a teenager, spending hours and hours in these games and staying up for them. If you look up the old Devil Summoner games, you'll see what I'm talking about. Absolute madness. So yeah, you can talk to your friends there. You can pick up stuff here as well. I know there's a lot going on, for sure. These things here, they have... Oh yeah, this is a different class of people as well. And they're like, as you can imagine, they've been shunned. So they're going around wearing boxes and things on their head, which is pretty messed up. But they have symbols above them. Each symbol is got to do with your special trait. You still have, you know, magic and attack power and all that. But the traits are like human emotions and stuff. So you have courage and wisdom, tolerance, eloquence, and imagination. Courage, you don't need to mess with. You'll get that through dungeons and fighting. Wisdom can be pretty random. You can just be sitting on a bench reflecting on things, all the way to reading books, obviously. Tolerance, as you can imagine with that lady there, it's about talking with the common people or the lesser classed people and understanding their plight, and basically just becoming more tolerant, as it says, more patient, more understanding of people's lives and what they have to put up with. Eloquence is usually about how you can speak, how you present yourself, and how much, kind of like the usual charisma that they would use in games. Anything got to do with the power of speech, basically. And then imagination, they tend to use that very much centered around books as well, but I think it's more about how you feel about the world and your thoughts on the world. So it's kind of cool. And you see it's in a shape of one of those diagrams, and it slowly fills up the spikes, the triangles, but it's actually in the shape of a crown because they're called royal virtues, because we're all trying to be a king. So basically by building these up, you become more as a, you know, as a king would carry himself. See, look, we could rest on this bench and we'll give you wisdom. And it'll tell you, of course, beforehand, that you very rarely get into a situation where you're whisked off and you have no control over the situation. So don't worry too much. Don't feel like, I'm a person that gets quite I get kind of you get a little anxiety in games about like holding on to stuff, so I hoard things or doing certain quests where I can't come back from point of no return stuff, you know. So I get a little anxiety about that in games. So it's nice that this game isn't like that. You have a calendar as well, and you can check things off on it as well. It's not overly important. Every day it has its own days in the game, which is just 5: Flames Day, Waters Day. Every Sunday or Idles Day, there's a massive shopping bargain that goes on. See, big bargain day. So save all your shopping, because some stuff is over 100,000 of the money. So big bargain day, I think, is like 40% off. So save it up. So this one, you have a weapon and armor discount day, and then I have to prepare to subjugate Heimsman. And then the next month, you see what's going on. Forgiveness Day, I'm not sure what that is. Exhibition of the Brave. Depart to subjugate Heimsman. I think I only got 3 days left because I... See, there you go. That's cool. It's a cool idea, huh? Idles Day, yeah. Fucking hell, man. Haven't seen that. Now I'm interested. Speaking of Silent Hill 2, apparently has an update where it breaks the labyrinth. No! It's usually the other way around, right? No! That sucks. I kept it so I can form my own opinions on movies and games, but I find myself more and more agreeing. Yeah, it's hard. Sometimes you just run out of time, yeah, it's hard to form your own opinion. You just don't have time to form it. You're like, well, I haven't even read a magazine or anything. So I get that 100%.
Oh, my apologies.
And then if you enjoy or like the person you're listening to, like even as we talk here, you might find yourself leaning that way a little bit. And then before you know it, you're kind of too far gone. This is what happens to people, and they're like, "Oh, now I'm just reiterating what they said, and I didn't even play the game or see the movie." I do it too. I absolutely see myself doing it. I'm like, no, my worst habit right now, as I see it, is generalizations. That is my worst habit. I do that because I'm making a statement or talking about stuff in my own experience, but I come from a small, tiny Europe, one of the smallest European countries, not a quarter of Texas. So my views on life and the world is not quite the same as anyone else's, and it's usually not accurate. So I have to try and stop myself and say that it's a generalization. So I was saying, but yeah, the Wolf Among Us news over the weekend, they said it was cancelled, but it's not. They've now come out and said it's not cancelled. It's in a little bit of trouble. But if you couldn't tell, it's been like what, 4 years, 5 years, and then since they announced it. But I think it's actually nearly 10 years since the first season came out, right? Can you believe that? Like, I'm gonna blow your socks off here. Wolf Among Us. Here we go. Oh my god, October 11th, 2013. It has been 10 years since the Wolf Among Us came out. I'm so sorry to inform you of that. I'm so sorry. That's ridiculous. But Telltale died and are reborn. They brought out that Expanse game, which was an episodic game based on the hit show Expanse, which unfortunately was going through its own turmoil of being cancelled and restarted on Amazon. Sci-Fi got rid of it. It's a good show. It's a great game, but they should have kept it in the wheelhouse and focused on Wolf Among Us, because that would have been, because we didn't get this relaunch of Telltale that we wanted. We didn't get this big, huge feeling of like, oh, they are so back, that kind of way. No, we don't feel like that. I think Expanse is really good. It has some nice combat in there too, but it's not the, it needed to be Wolf Among Us or another Walking Dead. I'm sorry, but it's true. Like, really, I know it says the final season, but I would love just the Walking Dead Clementine or something, and just have her old, badass, kind of sexy, just grown up, kicking ass. We kind of got that a little bit in the last season, but there just wasn't enough time, so you're kind of, Clementine will always be little Clem, but that would be cool, like a Michonne moment. But it's all good. But yeah, no, they came out, they had to come out because the rumors were scaring people, so they came out and said it's not cancelled, it just need a bit more time, which it's already been a lot of time. I think what's going on, like anything else, is that company is not putting out enough games, and you have to pay to keep the lights on, you have to pay salaries, and there's no money coming in, So it's very tough. So you're getting down to the wire of put something out. Honestly, they would be better off at this point, as much as it sucks, is even if it took one episode every 6 months, just put the fucking game out. People go mad though, and they'd lose their shit. This is what happened to Life is Strange. It almost killed Life is Strange.
Now what am I to do?
When they did that, it took 15 months to get Life is Strange 2 out or something. I was completely fucking switching off by the end. This seems to be like one of the town had actual like the noose in the middle of town, gallows, So this one seems to be to just throw them, the sandworms. Even the protagonist wouldn't survive that jump. Are you sure? What about plot armor? Look at that. That's one of them down there. Isn't it cool? You don't get to see it outside too much, but yeah, it's half demon, big legs on it and a tail, and the rest is kind of like a submarine called land runners. And they fight each other. They have like giant chainsaws and cannons like pirates and stuff. Oh Jesus. Speaking of which, I just saw the ship combat for Like a Dragon Yakuza. It looks better than Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and I don't say that lightly because that was amazing. So I'm super excited. I will be getting that. I've been slouching. I don't know what to do. What I'm slacking. I've been slacking on. I didn't play the Yakuza games, I played the Judgment games, but I have little to no experience with Yakuza itself. I'll be honest, I think I started one on PS3 when it was like free or something at one point. Might have been Song of Life or one of those, and I was just completely lost. Should just play them. But now time has gone on so much, I'm just confused. I feel like 7 was a new beginning, because you have now that Yagami or whatever his name is, you've gone away from Kiryu. So it's hard to know. What about you guys? Walking Dead got stale in season 3. Yeah, a decade, dude. Yeah. Need to watch some anime if you don't get that one. I know. I'm sorry. I don't know who. Saitama's. Is it Naruto? Sorry, buddy. I'm bad with that kind of stuff. in Cyber's title. Yeah, so that's what's going on with Wolf Among Us. So don't be too worried. Hopefully. Yeah. Shit. Jake Paul has a body wash soap. Oh my god. That smell like piss. Piss and prepubescent sweat. That guy never grew up. That's so embarrassing. I told you, do not buy any of that stuff. I'm not because I'm against those. It's their rebranding stuff. Have you seen what's going on with the Lunchly stuff? They're opening them up. The sell-by date says they don't go off till December. It's only middle of October, and they're full of mold. Because they try to do this thing where we're like, look, we only have good ingredients instead of Lunchables, but they have no preservatives at all. So the cheese is lasting, or whatever is lasting, exactly how long it should last, which is the guts of a week, maybe, shell life. And it's probably not even been refrigerated either. They're dirty bastards, so don't touch any of that stuff. If you're going to buy something from a streamer, make sure it's not a consumable product. I know you're not consuming body wash. You're putting it on your skin. Don't come crying to me when you've got massive breakouts and eczema or massive scaly skin forming because you bought Jake Paul's shit. Do not buy any of that stuff. Anything that can be harmful, do not do it. These companies are rebranding for a reason. They're either rejected by the fucking FDA or they're hiding from lawsuits and people have been poisoned or something. Shit, every day I look in these shops, there's stuff getting discontinued. Like, I've been eating this for 6 months. You're going to discontinue it? Like, what happened? It's like, oh no, just traces of dead people were found. You know, it's like, what the hell is going on? Alright, let's try this teleportation. Huh?
Alright then.
Okay. World map.
Where to?
Nice. Just fly out. Let's go talk to Maria. Morris Phantom. She's in the Hushed Honeybee.
Let's go.
Pew! Oh, that's cool. As you get to see it. It's like Jumper. Oh, don't fade to white. Nice. Yeah, you can do a bit of cooking here. Oh, you can actually talk to Hunkleberry. Hey, girl. Talk to everybody. Let's talk to Maria, the kid. Is she here? She's going to help. Each of these people, these followers, are connected to your jobs. So, your archetypes, as they're called, instead of personas. So, by talking to them... No, she's not there. Get down. So, the little one is connected to healer. Maybe I talk to her. Is she around? Fabienne? She's hot. Out traveling right now. Come to announce your cadency fail. What? There's a reason I'm here. Looking for Maria. Finally tell Fabienne and Maria the truth. Ooh. I return to Grand Trad. Gauntlet winner is extra special. Alright. Nice. So many good movies. I just want a Telltale game where your choices matter. Yeah. Agreed. Once I figured that out, the biggest thing, it was so random, but for me what actually ruined the Telltale stuff was the achievements. So, like, what happens these days is you'll hear about the trophy list or achievement list before the game comes out. So you're already knowing that these achievements are going to happen. And some of the easiest games to get achievements and trophies are episodic games. Because it's all just laid out, just do your thing. The collectibles can be a bit rough, but otherwise it's easy, right? So I was like, well, fuck this. What is the point of any of the choices if we're going to get there? And you're so right. The 100% downfall of Telltale was how little care was put into the following game. You know, that kind of way. So look at season 1 to season 2 of The Walking Dead. Now I know the writers left. They went on to do what's it called? Firewatch and stuff. But you're killing off characters that we chose to save every time. Fucking hell, man. Killing off Kenny and was it Christine? Christine and Dawn. She's like pregnant at the end of one of them. It's like, no. Want to make Maria smile. Oh. So that one I think is... It's the heart one. It's tolerance, I think. Yeah. Oh. The only thing is I don't know how to raise the follower rank. You have everything done almost perfectly. See this little girl, it was one of the party members who passed away. This is her daughter. But she's connected to the healer stuff. So getting her rank up will allow us to level up the healer more, you know. You see? The next rank is reduces the mage cost of studying, so more people can be healer. And the next one, so it goes up to 8. Okay, is the 8 the most out of all of them? You see, it's going to cost me time to do so. This is where the time stuff comes in. So I have to be careful. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's see what's going on. Oh, she got green tights on? Meow. Fabian. A ball of energy. She seems to feel the need to put on a brave face. Oh, that's true.
Really?
Yeah, pretty much a good like 90% of it I think is like voice acted. These little parts here, they'll make a little noise and you kind of good job. Definitely very powerful products, you know, very well made. Jesus, I don't know, it's hard to come up with a word better than AAA, but I wish we didn't. It's overused. In fact, I tend to enjoy AA these days more than anything. Nice. Oh, it's from One Punch Man. Okay, and he loves a good deal down at the grocery store. Nice, nice. Good call. It's like that meme of the hallway where there's a wall, but both ways lead to the same door. Ugh! It's like a Scooby-Doo thing all over again, right? I'll fail it. I'll fail it. Yeah, so oh man, I felt like, even though that amazing moment with Lee at the start, or at the end of the first season, sorry. I was thinking of first season. So it's just so incredible. There's never been a better moment like that in gaming. But it still kind of meant nothing at the end, right? We still got that same ending. Just slightly different. And you know, I don't hold Life is Strange that high a regard. I think they've been very helpful for people. They've been good and weirdly kind of brought a lot of indie music into a lot of people's heads as well. But you know, I still think Telltale did it better. I just wasn't a big Max fan. I loved Life is Strange 2. Life is Strange 3 was pretty decent. Wasn't overly gone. It tended to just be a murder mystery that was kind of pushed out into 15 hours. Enjoyed it. The small town living and that was fine. And even though all the colours and everything, you know, the half-shaved Karen haircut, and we all thought it was going to be an agenda kind of thing, you know, but it actually wasn't. It was actually very lackadaisical altogether. I think where Telltale, or not Telltale, where the Life is Strange stuff falls apart a little bit is how greedy they've gotten, you know. So we had like that extra Life is Strange Stephanie thing, and then there was Before the Storm, and people would argue Deck 9 nearly do a better job than Don't Nod now. It's getting a bit too greedy. So I'd assume, so now we have the same thing happen again, where they have this Lost Records game coming out, which are kind of more appealing, and now they have Life is Strange Double Exposure, which is confusing because it looks completely nothing like Max, but it's about Max, but Chloe's not there, and yeah, it's a little bit messy. Just they seem to put the path forward, even as going back as far as Life is Strange 2, they show a picture and everything seems on the right track. But then now it doesn't seem to matter at all. Like, have they just chosen the canon? The problem with giving people choices, if you want to make money and do sequels, you then have to go with canon. Unless you're going to pick people's overall choice, you know. And even those choice-based games, when you wait even a week, when you finish an episode, it's like, oh, these people chose this. It always goes down to like 61% or 49%. You're like, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? The only time you ever feel like it matters is when you play early, when there's not as many people playing it. And you're like, oh damn, look at this, 93%. That kind of stuff is cool. It wears off when you're dealing with hundreds of thousands of people. Oh, I wanted to hang out with Hunkleberg as well, so we'll see, we might do that, but we just have such a little limited time. I wonder will they let me run out into the desert. Every time I tried, it was like, oh, it's too dangerous. I want to run out there. Hey, mistress. She's another tribe. The kind of angel wings and seraphs. The older ones have like 4 wings. Sure. This one, we kind of have a sort of responsibility to this little one now. As a sort of big brother figure. Because of her father passing away. And it just helps with the healer stuff too. It's always good to keep them. She doesn't join the team as a healer. It's like through her connection. It allows us to channel the healer. Nice. At least we can go between towns now. First time I played, I left Lee. Oh! Damn, you're like, suffer! Suffer like I have. Damn. The real choice would have been if we could have chose him to go a different direction and not get bit, you know? But no, that had to happen, you see. There's stuff that's just canon, just like the end cutscene and the start cutscene. We truly have anything in between those you might have control over, but as we saw, they would just immediately write them out the next episode. Honestly, the longest running character outside of Clem was Kenny, right? And he still got fucked off pretty early too. Anyway, should we tell them off or keep watching? Let's tell them off, fuck him. No, don't do it. We'll find out about Papa. Oh, I have to keep it a secret. Okay, okay. There was even a necromancer and they brought him back from the dead, so it was like insult to injury after losing our good friend to him coming back zombie style from the dead trying to kill us. It was like, damn. It was almost like a Monty Python thing where we're like, oh god, I'm so sad he's gone. Set him on fire. Set the body on fire. Oh god. Why, you cruel bastard world. Chop up his limbs. You know? Oh shit. Try not to laugh as much. Fucking stupid idiot. It's the visual. Oh, look at all these little bully bastards. Get him. Jesus. You know what I'd do in that instant? I'd drop kick him into the other kid. Hell yeah. Be like that bowling ball move where you get the split. You got one pin here, one pin here. You hit this side and it hits the other one. Got him. Got him. What time is it now? Nice. I was going to take a BRB break. But it'll be okay. Just slouching on my chair. Apologize to her, or else. That Kenny killed his alias. I could. You didn't like him? Oh. I want Telltale. I don't want them to go away, obviously. Like, it would take an unbelievable scumbag of a company for me to want them to go away. Like, I don't even want EA or Activision to go away. It's people's jobs, and they hold a lot of IP as well. Like, believe it or not, EA hold all those old Simpsons stuff, right? Or is that Activision? It's one of them. It's such weird fucking bullshit. But anyway, so a lot of that stuff. I'd rather them clean house than get rid of the company. But you see what's happened there. Like, some studios have evolved, like Rare, but they'll never do old games. You know, there was trouble over the weekend again over Banjo. Someone made a very silly, sarcastic joke, like, we don't care about Banjo-Kazooie. And they were like, oh, Xbox are never making one. Even though it's been rumored for a year that there is something going on there. They're doing that thing where they put Banjo on Banjo-Tooie on the Switch, you know. So I think if we get a new Banjo-Kazooie or Banjo-3, I think Xbox are going to be like, here's one for the OGs where it'll be on Xbox and then Switch only, just as a slight little, you know, piss in your eye for PlayStation putting the Lego game on there. But also because there's a history there too. I don't know. Now, you might say that's petty and stupid, and these are multi-billion-dollar companies, Sarah, and they would never be that petty. Yes, they fucking would. Yes, they would. That's all they're any good at. Why would you be weird? Kids can be so terrible. Oh yeah, so when you're talking to them, if you pick the right choice, you get more rewards. Easier said than done. We're only kind of learning about these people, so it's a little bit hard. So happy when you gave it to me. You didn't forget our promise. I'd never forget. I wouldn't break a promise. Let's try that one.
It'll be fine.
So you'll have, yeah, if you pick the middle one, you get 2. If you pick the right one, you get 3. You're doing your best. Yo. Since Maria's vigorous determination, unshakable trust. Will this help with the rank though? Okay, there we go. So maybe it's the handshake thing. It seems obvious, right? That's just the handshake means this handshake. But it doesn't work. We talked to Hunkleberg because it spent 3 days going across land. It didn't work. Parents didn't want her. Oh, I'll say I'm still a kid. Won't tell me because I'm a kid. I don't want to say it's my fault Papa died. That's not true. A bad person did it. He did it for you. Ooh. Shit, dude. What do you do there, you know? That's worse. I think if you said, did it all for you. Got himself killed for you, you know? That's fucked up. Bad person did it. It's almost too easy. Let's try this one.
No.
No, that was crap. That was crap too. That's tough. Maybe it was the right one. Oh, little kid trying to understand life and death. Not easy. It's okay.
By the way.
I'll visit you again. Of course I will.
Okay.
Oh, she liked that one. See you later. Aw, that was sweet. There you go. You get a little reward depending on how you do. It's not be all end all. Don't worry. I actually don't think there's that missable. There's like 1 or 2 missable things in the game. That's about it. Spending travel safely between towns at night using teleportation. Okay. The follower's voice is back to Martina Cavern. Oh, here we go. I hear a voice. Wonder if it'll come again. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm gonna come again. That's Brigitte. She's part of like the merchants. I like this guy who can sit around and listen to him sing. She's kind of cute too. Alright, there's Straw. I never know how to exit this place. Give me some food! Nice. I want to see, can I do a dungeon in this stream? Just kind of keep the combat up, because we were outside of the human fight in the last stream. We didn't fight at all. Because we're doing massive act change, you know? Oh, cool. Now we get to see things at nighttime. So pretty. What else could Telltale do? Like, what would you guys like? Would you like more Batman? Would you like more DC? Isn't Fables, the Wolf Among Us thing, actually DC as well? I hear that Vertigo is trying to come back as well, which is great. I didn't think they actually went away. They weren't defunct. Vertigo was another spin-off of DC stuff they kind of owned. They were like responsible. I think they did Constantine and Spawn and stuff like that. I want Spawn back in a big way. I think it's time. Make it non-PC as possible. Spawn could be huge. Spawn's basically a mix of Punisher and Deadpool kind of thing, you know, but he's like a demon Spawn. It's really good. And go watch the 90s Spawn. It's really good. Decent CGI. So well played. Also, usually, like, he's like a black character too, so that could be another great, you know, same with Blade. If Blade would come out, it's great to see that, you know. I don't want it shoehorned into other, when we have these amazing licenses that are played by people of color that are just being shunned, you know, instead of remaking old stuff and regurgitating the same crap. There's great stuff. I don't know what's going on with Blade. It's now been, what, 4 directors and 4 or 5 writers? It's insane. It shows. Like, if you've ever seen any of those leaked emails between Sony and Disney and all those, you'll see how scumbag, like, they call themselves just corporations, so they're heartless, but it also comes off extremely insular and racist and stuff, you know. Like, up until 5 years ago, the mantra in Disney was that black actors and black facing movies don't sell. That's literally what they said, as callous and racist as that sounds. And that's, you could see it, and now you see that they don't think that way anymore, do they? So they don't see people, they don't see struggles, they don't see cultures. They only see one thing, and that's dollar bills. How much they can milk from you. I was watching a bit of SNL. I fucking hate it. It's been really shite, even if bro Keenan is trying to do his best holding that bridge down, but it's a disaster. But they brought on Ariana Grande, and it's just complete shite top to bottom. It's not that the girl isn't funny, but there's just crap writers. But apparently, like, they did this whole Sabrina Carpenter thing or something. Apparently has like 80 million views or something. So my views and most normal everyday people's views are not the same as the masses. They don't care. They repeat stuff. But then they did a joke on TikTok where it was basically a skit or sketch, but every time you would slide through or swipe, there was another sketch for like 10 to 15 seconds, and it was hilarious. They nailed it. Even the ads they nailed. Go look that up. It was fucking brilliant. I thought I was watching TikTok for a second. It was so funny. Talk about nailing it on the head. And goes to show that when you're writing, write about things you know. This thing of them trying to do politics and stuff, it's so bad. It's so shit. Like, how long have we been lying to ourselves going like, well, Alec Baldwin plays a really good Trump. Have you listened to the words coming out of their mouth? They're bad sketches. They're not even funny. You're just there because they look similar to the person, you know? I want a good funny sketch. I don't give a fuck about anything else. It's so bad. I wish we could go back to the old fucking days, Mad TV and that. And old SNL. SNL ain't been funny since the day Will Ferrell left, and Will Ferrell ain't been funny since fucking Blades of Glory and stuff. Can't even like Anchorman 2. I'm like, fuck. The issue with most of these more modern movies is he keeps running with a joke. The joke is good for 5 seconds, move on. I always quote the bit where he's walking through the streets in the first Anchorman, he's just, the heat, and he's just drinking hot milk. He's like, milk was a bad choice, and he just purposely drips it down his body. And that whole segment lasts like 10-15 seconds. Like he talks to somebody or something. But it's so short, but it's so fucking funny. The whole thing is just, it's one of those things you could tell he like woke up at 4 in the morning with a weird picture in his head and just went with it. That's the beauty. That works like that. Run-on jokes, like in the second movie, there's that run-on joke where he's like living in a fucking lighthouse painting or something. And it just goes on and on and on. And then he's like, family visits him and he's half blind or deaf. I don't know, it's just so bad. It's such a bad movie. It's so fucking bad. Oh, and there's a bit like where they get all the other people together, right, to newsreaders and stuff. And in the first movie it worked, it was pretty good, and then just do it again in the second movie, and it's like, just bad. It just seems like a celebrity cameo moment. Fucking shucks. Alright, let's see. I was trying to hope, could I find Hunkelborg in here, but I don't think she is. Can we leave? Let's see. Let's see, so it tells you up to there, go days until the hump begins 3. So technically, we only have really a day and a half, honestly. I never wanted to go all the way down to the bottom either. What happens if I go down here? Barking the Gauntlet Runner, the Round Table. Discuss plans with your allies. That's not it either. So Hunkerberg is connected to the Knight rank, and she's kind of stuck. Same with Stroll. They're both stuck there. I don't know how to push it further, you know. And the Mage, it's got to do with our fairy friend here. How do you push that forward? Grievous' dagger. Shitty guy who knows anything about Grievous' dagger. Yeah, you can also sword surf as well, which is wild. You jump on a little sword and you surf around. Oh, I can just do this? Cool. Wait, no, because I'm here, is it? Okay. Let's see if Hunkelberg is over there. Where did we see her? She was inside the bar, wasn't she? It's good to talk to What's-Her-Face as well. You can even teleport inside the shops. I'm cool with that. Off the bed. Have a good one. Thank you, Omid. Thank you for coming in, dude. Hopefully our legs get a bit better, man. Rest up. See, is there any like superfood or something you could help recovery time? But here's to your upcoming nice vacation, man. Well earned, absolutely. Good on you. See, look, these things are really expensive. 49,000. Sheesh. Oh, this one prevents poison hex. This one lets you move twice, which is kind of cool. Alright. This one only opens at night, that's why I wanted to check it out. Kind of cool. I'll tell you one thing, we played that bit of Fortnite that time. I enjoyed the chainsaw a lot. That's really fun, isn't it? What a great movement, and because you're on the ground, you're still open to getting hit. Now it has a few issues, like it doesn't jump very well. Sometimes it doesn't negate the fall damage properly. Gets a bit confused. That's okay, that's more me just learning what I can and can't do. It's pretty good. Is it? What do you guys think of it? Do you like the update? It's a good Fortnitemares. I've been all fucked up since Thursday night, so I didn't get to do anything with it. Gauntlet Runner. Oh, you can just teleport there. Cool, okay. No, we're gonna go to the honeybee. Talk to our missus.
Let's go.
Let's go. Even if I just spend all this time just talking to my people. No, she disappeared now. So what's that about? Oh, Maria's just chilling there, look at her.
Mister.
Oh, Mister. Damn, Hunkerberg was standing right here, remember? Our little red-haired elf girl. It sucks. Someone was trying to tell me something about the cooking. I didn't listen because I'm an idiot. It's basically, there's a specific time to cook or something. There's a time to poop as well. Yeah, so you can rest. It'd just be a complete waste. Hunkelberg might be somewhere else. Let me check. There's another tavern? See if I can find her somewhere else. And then the swords and armor are cheap. Maybe I should try and buy them. It's a sign. The returns are extremely diminishing though. Extremely. Like you'll pay a couple of thousand and only get 200 back. It hurts. Okay, let's go talk to Brigitte. She usually gives us cool dungeons. What is she? Yeah, she's got to do with merchant stuff, right? I should do proof of membership. Scion skill. Increases skill inheritance slots for the merchant. Ah. Exchange rate. Oh, improves exchange rate at the mag exchange. That's cool. I didn't know I could look at this. Nice. Come to work, yes.
Enough. Now what am I to do?
Alright. Did she just have a dude's voice for a second there?
Thank you indeed.
Yeah, see these weird like trumpet things, they suck in all the magic energy. Don't know what they're doing with though, just light up the town. It's cool. We'll probably find out like everything else that the magic energy will turn out to be human beings or something. Kenny killed as early as I could. I hated Duck more. Oh, yeah, you did. You hated that kid. He was a little shit. Who was the most annoying character? I hated... What was the father? The angry dude's name? God, I hate that dude. So he had a very, very satisfying death. See the way you can look back on that stuff and like speak fondly? I know we have our criticisms about choices and that, but you can still speak fondly on it. Golden EP. Oh, these are the same. You probably have to travel to the new place, would you? And you can appraise. You see this stuff? It's kind of cool. You can appraise. These are helmets. These are swords. Mobile blades. Iron. Oh, so you can appraise these. Just items you find. But it's like it has RNG to it, so you can get really good items, really shit items. So you can save scum to do it. There's no issue doing that, so I would urge you to save scum, especially for the rings and accessories, because it could be the difference between a really great weapon or something really shite. Oh, these are the same. Okay. Alright. This place have? I don't think it does. Oh yeah. This church also will purify items to make them stronger. But there's no going back, so you gotta be careful. See, Fist of Salvation. Will add extra attack, increases damage against undead monsters. But it's a fist, so it's only for brawlers. And this one is Blight. Blight attack strength. That's for the healer, I think. Right. Let's do Brigitta's mission and then see if Hunkelberg will change where she is. I think. Wait, where is she usually here? She's usually in the alleyway. Let me just double check to see. It would tell me though, wouldn't it? Got Larry, yeah, God, I was never sick of that guy. Frickin' Larry. That's probably coming up on 10 years as well, is it? No, that was before Wolf Among Us. So that'd be like 12 years. Yeah, she used to stand right here. Oh, that's us. Looks like 2B or something. Maria is our little fan, so she's putting those up for us. Who is this? Hello. Okay, maybe she'll send us on a dungeon. I want to do a dungeon raid. I don't feel like there's any real way of wasting time. She says she wants to work. The first job she gave us, I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting a dungeon. We ended up having to mind her dog. Let's see. Oh, we gotta walk the dog. I thought you were gonna send us on hunts. We gotta walk the dog again. That's so goofy. Are you serious? Yep. Took the dog out without anyone seeing and walked around the capital. Oh. Watch this dog turn out to be a party member or something. Are you pissing on the couch? Good boy. Make sure and get all the cushions. Oh, hello, Brigitte. Nothing happened. I peed myself. It wasn't him. Damn. Son, you two dogs. Simple walk would be enough for you to let your guard down. That's what's cute about her. It's proof she's smart. You jealous or something? Nice. Trusted you unconditionally, sight unseen, and you think that makes it smart, whatever you say. Oh. Hey, be nice to the dog. Never liked this thing ever since the first time I laid eyes on it. Jesus. It's on the side of the road, buried from the neck down. Damn, just a bit of tough love. Don't worry, she'll fall for it eventually. Looked in my eyes and whimpered. I hated the sight of it. You hated it? This poor little dog? That's a strong word. What's wrong? She hates weak things, is it? I was once a stray myself. Oh, it reminds her of her earliest memories of fighting a dog over a scrap of meat. Damn. I found only hunger and violence, so I robbed and stole everything and anything. Now look at you, you're an entrepreneur with an ass that I could bounce a quarter off. I mean, what? That's hell I can't imagine.
Really?
Never have guessed to see who you are now. Oh? What am I doing talking to a child about this? Hey! That's Will Poulter you're talking to. Check that dog. I'm a guard down like a fool. Understood. I want to hear more. Forget I said anything.
Sure.
Yes.
Word of advice.
Listen.
World is a bottomless hell, a bog of endless muck. If you trust any person to keep you afloat in it, you'll feel the sludge close to your head soon enough.
Don't ever forget that.
Jeez. Ah, she'll warm to us eventually. And say it's well within your powers.
Therefore,
One other reward. Sure you're aware there's a man in town exchanging mag. Yeah. Put a word with them if we're flexible with you. Not just here in Grand Trad, but across the kingdom. Good. That's really, you're going to need a lot of mag.
no pain can stop me now.
Nice. Good. I wonder, can you exchange money for mag as well? The way around. Some secrets of yours after all. Dog just happy. He's kind of a cool looking dog. He looks like a little terrier, but he's longer ears. He's kind of calico. What are your true motives? To improve the country, to make my mark, to help people like you. Ah, improve the country, I guess. The motives I say, though. Well, I suppose it's not impossible. You really do mean that. She's a hard one to get. I didn't get a single good thing out of her.
I'm off.
It's all for day. Come by again when you can. Okay. Cheers. Yeah, she's supposed to give you big monster hunts to go out and find. Maybe in due time.
Marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Bong. There we go. Sand flash really can rely on something as unknowable as the movements of the wind. It seems so. According to the fortune teller, the signs continue to appear. Good, no changes to our plans then. Let's prepare our best we can. Let's do it. Yeah, 2012, shit. They were on such a good run. That's like nearly a game a year for them. The Batman games were pretty banging as well. Oh, now who wants to talk? Perhaps I should discuss... There we go, Hunkleberg. Yeah, I should go talk to her. No problem. Honestly, doing the smaller things not as important. These ones, I think talking to these guys is okay. They don't further anything. Let's see what he has to say.
Oh, what'll I do?
Gonna lose his job over something. What happened? Did you break something? I came here in giant gauntlet runner. As far as the runner goes, can you spare a moment? He's a gloomy youth. Carrier pigeons that could maintain communication to other cities, but they're all okay.
Why did this happen?
Poor bastard. Parcel pigeon parcel. Practical pigeon part. That's fucking hard to say. Okay. I'm gonna go track down a pigeon for you. Just want to see how we actually upgrade Gallica. She controls the mage, which I need right now.
Stupendous.
You just talk to her? Let's see, of course I can't actually work for free. Let's see, 7,500 Reeve enough for a reward for you? Damn, yeah. Okay, that's fine.
I'd so love your help.
Need it by July 11th, if you could. Okay. Oh, it's in a place called Camaro. Merchants in Camaro have gone rare goods. Alright.
Let's give it a shot.
Got 12 days to do that one. Nice.
Whoa. That reminds me.
Remember his story about the old man and the relic? Ask the villagers about old man if we go. Nice.
A village.
There's two things to do there. Weather is fine. Hatching a plan, providing a spark. That's cool. That's probably something to do directly after. And then we got some of the rivals around us as well. That's what this pink thing is here. That looks like something humping a ship, right? What's this over here? Alright. The old castle town kidnapper. Wonder what the weather means. Is that important? Alright. Oh, it looks like Gallica is over the course of the story. Just wanted to double check. That sucks. That means the mage is kind of not off limits, but if I stay as a mage because it's mastered, oh shit, then I'm wasting time, you know. Oh god. What about him? What about Stroll? Oh, his story as well. That can't be right. No, no, no. She can talk to them. I think this guy's full of shit. No, full of shit you are. Okay. Alright. Okay, can I back up out of there? Alright. Oh. Dude, it is so bollocks hard to get comfortable. Alright, so you could talk to him that way. How come I can never find them the second time? Bastards.
Now what am I to do?
Wait, is there a way of doing it? Maybe you go into follower. Let me check those two. Oh, yeah, see, look, they both have this thing here, whatever that means. It raises it up or something, doesn't it? See, look, party can now study the sword master. I need to do that. How many days have we left? We could do his and Hunkerberg and raise both of them up. What does hers do? No, I didn't know I could check this. This makes things so much easier. And she's not even rank 2, you see, she's fucked up. Mage cost may defend the protagonist from an attack on his weakness. That's cool. And that's probably whatever adapt version. Must be like master versions or something. It's like evolving a Pokemon. I dig it. Oh yeah, fuck. I need to meet with her. Where is she? Where are you? She gave me the brawler. We didn't meet her normally. Unnamed village. Okay, we just haven't been there yet. That's okay. Wait, is she something else to say too? Bitch, I helped your dog. Increases the skill inheritance tree. I helped you, bitch. What's all that about the pure nectar? Like, can you make stuff for them? What do you do? Seeker. Oh. You let me do magic seeker. Okay, cool. Assume that makes sense. That would be worth doing, I suppose. He wants me to find the gunner. I don't know where that is. I didn't know you could do this. Yo, what's all this about? Like, can you talk to him again? Does that not mean I already did it? Or maybe, oh, now it goes away. It just means to check it. It's like a mission marker. Okay, that makes me rest at ease a bit better. It's just this is upgraded, that's all. So I have to get her to level 3. Right. To get the healer lineage to 2. Okay. Okay, we're learning. Cool, cool. That's an interesting way of doing the job system, isn't it? So where's this bitch at now, Nat? Where you at, girl? She's in the Hunkel Mountain. No, I think that just means where they're from. See, yeah, that's what it means. They're home. So we could get his knight or his warrior rank up. She's gonna take some time though. Many time? We've got 2 days left. Okay, let's find her.
Now what am I to do?
What am I to do when I just pooed on you? Is there any much talk about like the Last Descendant or any of those? We played a bit of it. I don't know, there's just those things that just have to grab you instantly, I think. Does this lead up to the castle? I don't know. Nope. Trying to go up to the castle, bitch. Where you going? Yeah, I was telling you, like, there was a time when most battle royales and all that, even free to play, had like a shelf life of anywhere from, you know, a year to 3 years even. I remember that Spellguard or Spellbind or Spellforce, whatever the hell it was called, Spell something. That was around for years. People were enjoying the hell out of that. Good on them. Wait, now it's Idle's Day, is it?
All right,
So everything's on the cheap. Is it like Big Bargain Day?
What now?
Give me everything. Yeah, Big Bargain Day. Wait, is that today?
What now?
What's this then? Prepare. Wait, that's today. Prepare to subjugate. Okay. Let's go into this weapon shop and see. Wait, it said there's a weapon shop there.
All right then.
That's one of them. Now, but nowadays I think most of these, they've about 6 months. Would you agree? So now I see, like, I even see
Hey,
Helldivers trying to get people back, and then
Got a bargain today.
I even saw, I'll tell you that, oh, it's only 20% off. Slayer's Base Lord. I saw Space Marine coming out with stuff too, but it can be a bit rough. All stats +2. Jesus, that's very good. Leaders Semaphore. What is that for? Hand signal used by commanders to issue orders. Okay. Semaphore. Silver daggers. These are all new classes, like Hunter's Crossbow. These are new classes I do not have yet. Just have these top couple. We know this is Merchant. I don't know what this is. Some kind of flag. Daggers. That could be for a rogue, maybe. Crossbow. Crossbow might be connected to the gunner, maybe. I don't know. I know that's asking a lot, but it just might be just a fancy old name for anything ranged, you know. I want to see if Pardon is around. How did we get up to the castle again?
what'll I do?
It was up this way and then past the... Hey, will they let me go up here? Sometimes you can tell when they're kind of named. They're cool like that, like they're well drawn, like that cat girl in the pink. These and Barden. These are clearly important characters in some fashion. Not gonna let me in, are they? Let me in. No, I don't think we're allowed to.
Stop!
Alright. Stop. Oh, thanks. Give me some free stuff. I just wanted to do a little cheeky dungeon. I don't think I'm gonna get the chance, are we? Matador. Can we go in here? No. Yeah, I don't see Barden around. He's probably inside guarding the lady. It's all good. Let's do what we were originally going to do. Let's set out and talk to our team and then level them up, and at least we'll get the adept of the warrior, right? Let's do it. That's huge because he's maxed that out too, so we need that. That'll be our first kind of secondary job class or lineage, whatever. This really just a fancy word for kind of evolving them. When will the mage get evolved? We'll just stick with the seeker for now then, I guess. I feel like once I'm putting points into stuff and maxing them out, it shouldn't be that big a deal. The longer you spend in the same one, it might be so good. So I've got till the 12th to do that, huh? I shouldn't have done that. I didn't know I was going to do that.
Oh, it's you.
If I waited a bit longer, it might have given me more time. Alright. Bit of a bind. Okay, right. Regards, Lord Hydron, the landowner and Grand Trad, my family's old caretaker. Yep. Alright. Let's do it. Can have a little issue with a landowner. Should head the Grand Cathedral in the royal capital. Sanctus. Here we go. Let's see what he's up to. Fucking Jesus. Oh, you bastard. You come here often, right on cue. Okay, let's get this little shit. Yes. Maybe a soul in kingdom hasn't heard of a rumor of tragedy. Perhaps you come to reflect and pray. No. Need the land back.
Truth is,
That's the hardest part. whenever there's wars and stuff, people just swoop in and be like, this is mine now. Like, no. You end up like scattering people to the wind, you know. It seems to have happened here. They barely straight by, so I implore you, please consider offering your support. Implying I should do this as a manner of charity? Oh, of course you wouldn't do it as charity. Sack of shit. Poverty is not an individual's onus to bear. What? Such a rich bitch thing to say. Only those who've never been in poverty would say such a thing. You fool. No longer obligation here. Yes. Besides, what of your own circumstances? Who else to anchor you? Consider restoring the glory of your house before you worry about the rabble. Damn, this guy needs a smack in the teeth. Now. You giving up? What about your people? Fool to ass. For aid, what about your people? Yeah.
What? Obviously.
Don't worry, I won't abandon my people. Okay, calm down. Incidentally, don't I know you're a compatriot from somewhere? Yeah, now you want to ride our clout tails instead of coat tails. Because we have clout because we're vying for the kingdom. Before I go, have you know that these refugees are my people? Of no matter your stance on it, I will do everything in my power to save them. Yeah, you managed to find a 1 month game pass. There you go. Yeah, dude, check Eneba, Eneba. Check Kingwin. It's like penguin with a K. They'll get you some good stuff.
Hang on.
That's pretty. Like, it still works out about like 8 or 9 or 10 euro, but it's still cheaper, you know. It's a whole month of games, especially if you're a streamer and stuff. It's so worth it. That's what I do. And put it on your PayPal or whatever. You don't even have to pay for it for a couple of days. Already gaming away and for free. There you go. Bum bum bum. Alright, called the personal responsibility. Yes.
No.
You know, talking about like cryptocurrency, if we could pay groceries and all that with cryptocurrency, I think people would be happy with it.
Yes.
As much as we say we hate it or don't put cryptocurrency in GTA 6. If people could buy real stuff out of it, they'd be more than delighted.
Yes.
Like if we live in a world in 5 years' time, instead of battle passes, we have fake cryptocurrency as the monetization currency in these games that people can use for real life, they would be more than happy. Abso-fucking-lutely. Trust me, it's not about concept of these things and how much you're getting screwed over. It's about what it does for the individual. That's all that matters. Are you getting free shit? Is it on sale? Does it benefit you in some way? That's just how people are, you know, looking after number one. And in this way, they would, even if you're getting 0.00001 of a cent for gaming, they still see it as getting paid for gaming. You know, it's not an entirely bad thing at all. It's just, when does the gravy train stop?
Taking that into account.
People out here, they'll pay like 150 hours and get like $1 for it. And be like, well look man, I got these little pack of Cheetos, look at that. I'm like, oh the fuck. That's just the way it is, man. They still see it. Like, I'm using that reward stuff and I'm like, fuck it. But it's for like a 25 euro voucher, so I'm like, why not? Why not, you know? If you can find a way for that stuff to work for you, so be it. But know the value of your time. If something ain't worth it, then don't do it. That's the hardest part, I think. Honestly, mainly getting it so I can play zombies. Yeah, I don't know who else is getting it. Is there anyone else getting it? Zombies and that?
Hey, so
I'll have to get a crew together. Problem, what happens is, I'll get something and be like, who's playing it? And it's like, yeah, I can't wait. And they'll get it like for Christmas or something, but the vast majority of us will have moved on by then, you know. It's just the tough times. Tough stuff. So I could see a lot of people still getting it on PlayStation because just that's where they are, but trust me, looking at, as you said, what, £6-7 for a month of Ultimate, getting to play Black Ops 6 and zombies and everything, or paying 70-80 euro on PlayStation, it's a no fucking brainer.
Oh.
Definitely work hard and smart at the same time, and that's what that is.
Thank you.
I'll keep this as my hobby as long as I can, but I ain't turned it into a crutch. I'll never become one of these whales putting thousands of pounds into fucking games and stuff. I'll be smart. I'll be thrifty. More important things to spending my money on. bills and rent and looking after my parents, looking after my family. Easy clap. Don't let your hobby become you. You want to have fun with it. To a shared bond, a new heroic embodiment. Cool. So what's it going to be? Oh, he said it was Sword Master. So from warrior to Sword Master. Does it radically change it? That's cool.
Of course I'd like you to come, but...
Yes. Where does it go? Okay, so it is the hexagon beside it is the evolved form. So, realistically, it looks like each one has 3, maybe? You think about it, look at that. Each one has like, some has 4. That one, mage, has 4. Cool. Sword Master. Okay, you can now study Sword Master. Try and see what new powers await you. See, that's really cool, right? It gives a whole new meaning to the job system. Alright, thanks, buddy. We'll try. So it looks like his entire story is about getting his town back and his land back and helping his people not be refugees. That's pretty honourable, you know. He is very stern, son of a bitch, though. I think it's because he's carrying the entire town and his coat of arms on his back, which is a hefty undertaking. Also, did you say Kinguin? Yeah, do you mess with Kinguin? Do you use that one? Whichever is the better one. CD Key is another one as well. I know people are like, ah, lads, there's some shady websites. I'm like, of course they are. It's up to you. People sell accounts on there, for God's sake, you know? They sell actual accounts instead of games and stuff. So it's up to you to make that decision. I know sometimes if, you know, they're using stolen credit cards or stolen codes, you're not really helping the devs. I get that. I do. But if you're really trying to help the devs, you wouldn't worry about the money anyway. You know, that kind of, I'm just, you know, so the way I look at it is like, I'm trying to get a deal here, you know? I'm trying to get a deal. Be foolish of me. But if it's a dev I love, I've bought many. I usually don't buy full price digital games. I just don't. It's not. I like a return on my investment. And I've been buying a lot this year. You know, I just see them right now. We have Alan Wake 2. Of course, I want to support Remedy. Bought that immediately. Black Myth Wukong, and then I bought obviously a lot of stuff on sales. But you know what I mean? I mean like day one full price. So yeah, it's definitely changing a good bit. Hey Hunkerbird, how you doing, girl? Yeah, she's not gonna have much time to talk anymore. They said they would. You just have to find the right spot. I think at the night time they don't want to talk about too much. So what you do then is you find specific other things to do at night.
So?
We should do our shopping while the sale's going on. Yes, indeed. But should I? Does this town have? What do you do? Spirited Seal.
What say you?
I have to check the weather before traveling. Speak with fortune teller and forecaster. But why does the weather matter? No. Why does the weather matter?
Pop by again, won't you?
I don't. We don't know about the weather yet. It's too early. I don't. Why does the weather matter? Does it affect something? See, this guy will help you with courage, probably to jump off the edge. But you don't need to. Courage is handled through the missions and dungeons, so don't ever train up courage. That'd be a waste of time. Can we do something here? First is Katarina. Wow, that's the pink cat girl. With her, she's in there as well. Todd said I could accept things. Can I do that? I want to do a dungeon. I'm itching for a battle. July 2nd to July 4th. What?
Take a look.
Bounty on in Tradia Desert that needs a willing set of hands to take it on.
What?
Tradia Desert. Yes, this is what I want to do. How'd you know that? Royal Capital's pretty far.
Good hunting to you.
Yeah, can I do that? Bounty target. Yes. Yes, yes. This is what I wanted. Thank you. Oh, we already accepted this one. Yeah, well, that's the big one. Let's do the little mini ones. What's this one? Man-Eater Majula. Fiend of the Wastes. Yes. What's this lad? Look at that. Gobborn King Forest Champion. He's in Martyria. Okay, let's do that one. Just chill for a second. We have 2 days left. I want to do the Hunkelberg stuff. Okay, let's grab a save here. This is what I do if you're in a situation like this. It might push the story forward too far. I didn't waste any time. At least I don't think I did. I talked to Maria, check. Talk to him. Like I haven't wasted a second. I just might be out of time. Alright, let's do this. Let's grab this. Let's go twice.
What do you think of this?
Desert south of Grand Trad, yeah. We can do that. Wild dogs, good, good, good. I'll do it. What I'm hoping is this will only push the day forward once. So we'll still have time to talk to Hunkelberg. And then it'll push it into the day we have to go. I go ask and inform it, okay. bring back the Rampage tail. Okay. Push 20B. Alright, we can do that. We can fast travel. Nice. And increases courage. You see what I'm saying? Nice. Oh, bollocks. The ice cream truck.
Alright then.
Right. Nice. And we're good to go into the desert. That's what I wanted. See, this is more my speed. I like a good... So where was it? In the Hush Honeybee? I can just fast travel straight to there. That's pretty cool, isn't it? That cuts down bullshit as well. What's Wolf Among Us 2 in trouble? How's it going, Pyro? How you doing? Hello? Hello? How you feeling, man? Yeah, they thought Telltale was in trouble. They were going to cancel it. And then they were going to... I mean, if they cancel that, they'd have to shut up shop. But they've come out and said... It's all good. Is this informant? Knowledgeable man?
See a bit of info.
Yeah, Lord of the Tradia Desert. Here we go. That's exactly what I want.
Want in on this?
But no, it seems to be okay for now. We'll see. I think if we don't hear some kind of release date by the end of the year, the trouble. You only does breathe, breath burn like fire. Also spreads a poison. In fight, it should also wary of its howl. Condition resistant to heat. Fire magic is ineffective. Blaze only invigorates it. So mind your tactics. Conversely, it's quite susceptible to the cold. Alright. Thanks, buddy. Let's do it. Hey ho.
What now?
Let's change that dude into, because we have mastered the warrior. Let's change him into the sword master. It's gonna. You need to be warrior rank 20. I need 7,000 mag. Right now I have 21,000. Okay. Let's do that. This on MP.
I see.
It's costly.
Fascinating.
Cool.
This right here.
Gallant who welcomes overwhelming numbers.
Alright.
Good stuff. How you been feeling, man? You okay? You fully recovered
Counting on you. Of
from your
course.
the boat? Yeah. Dude, I end up getting really shitty luck. On Thursday, I was feeling shit all week. Something was wrong. From Sunday onwards, and it turned out to be my appendix. I passed out on Thursday and I went into A&E. Appendix, yeah. And then I found out it's also kidney stones, which are connected. One was messing with the other. So I got my appendix out, so I'm all good. But I now have to, it took too long, so it took like 4 days. So I have to pass the kidney stones myself. So I'm just sat here, fucking in pain. Like, all good from recover from the appendix, but I'm all fucked up from the kidney stones. Kidney stones, that's all I can think of. Alright, let's give him ice magic, seeing as he said he was weak to ice. Everything else we have to wait because he's only level 1. So we can we make the others? Oh yeah, we can, see. But look at this, you can't just jump straight to it, you still have to be level 20 as a warrior. That kinda hurts. That could create some blockages. Yeah, doing good. It's kind of all routine shit. I just gotta wait. I got to wait 4 weeks. If I don't pass it normally, I have to go get it laser blasted. Apparently passing it is like, and the pain of it is like childbirth, so it's great. Great. It was fucking painful, man. I've been fucking stabbed and broken limbs, and that was nothing, you know. This is bullshit. This is like hot lead or a bullet going through your system, stabbing everywhere as it goes. I was walking around like a goblin, like a zombie, clutching and pushing my side and everything. It was the worst. I couldn't even eat because every time I would eat, it was just sitting on everything. And I couldn't even go to the bathroom because it just wouldn't let it. Apparently it's pretty common that everything shuts down. Anyway, it's all good though. Everyone's terrible nice. It's just routine shit. This sucks, man. I hate fucking being away. I hate not being able to do anything. I hate anybody fucking worrying over me. Okay, that would do it. Let's go to the desert, whoop some ass. Let me guess, I can't go at nighttime or something. If you do that, I'm gonna smack you. All the average games they make. Yeah, they fell off so hard, didn't they? Even the Batman games, I questioned if I like, ooh. You see, there'd be episodes you'd like and then ones you'd hate. And I feel you, for sure. They all had an issue. I was one of those weird people. I do not like Season 2 of The Walking Dead. I don't like it. The game. It's this weird in-between where Clementine's still young, so everyone just tramples and uses her. The whole thing is so stupid. Everyone's like obsessed with her. Season 1 is definitely the best, and then followed swiftly by the last one. It's not bad. It's just weaker because they didn't know what to do. They should have just made her grow up there and then, you know. Should have skipped a few years. It is what it is. Imagine if it was season 1, then 5, and then whatever they wanted to do, and then 3 is just a kind of bit of a disaster. Whatever the fuck that is. Alright. What else? The Tales of the Borderlands, and they kind of fucked that up by doing it themselves. Let's see, can we head out here? Alright. It's dangerous out there at night. Let's use our brains. No, they said I could go. What the fuck? They don't explain this enough. It said the desert below. Tradia Desert. Let me go. Douchebags. How do you go to Tradia Desert? I have to. So if I skip a day, we're kind of screwed then, aren't we? Because we won't have enough time then. The hunt begins in 2 days. I skip a day. It'll take a day to go there. That sucks. That sucks. I want to talk to her. I wish they'd tell you where they are now, though. I don't know.
Now what am I to do?
Looks like you can't do any of the follower stuff during the day, can you?
Now what am I to do?
Now what am I to do?
Oh, thank you indeed. If some praise
Now
Alright.
what am I to do?
Shut up. Let's just change the... Let's move the next day. Exception of Wolf Among Us and Tales of Borderlands, there's not much going on there, yeah. Always seem to be in trouble. I know. It takes too long to make their games, and then you're selling them at like $5 or an episode or whatever. It's like begging on the street to keep a corporation open. It just doesn't work like that. Just release the fucking thing. €40, just do the whole lot is always the better way of doing it. This place goes on sale too. Shit, I should have waited and bought it then. Let me see, what was it? 49,000 for the really expensive thing? How much now? How much? 39. So you're not, it's 10,000, it's a lot, but you're not saving that much. 20% ain't that much. If you can't get extra 10,000, you wouldn't be able to get 50,000. Reason fine, but I don't know, I've mentioned this before, I have some recurring problems with some type of alopecia, which is in a phase again. Is that what happens? It's a gut blow at this point, is what it is, I guess. Damn. This sucks, dude, I'm sorry. Just like a phase, is it like a stress related thing, you think? Or does anyone else in the family have it even down the line, like grandparents or grandparents? That sucks. That must be very rough for you, especially when you're younger. I think you get it later in life. A lot of I've seen ladies get it, and it can be tough on them because their hair is like sacred, but it can be tough on lads too. People don't realize that, especially online as well. A bunch of idiots. But people are so obsessed with hairlines and things like that. But yeah, that must be bloody rough. Christ. And then the more you think about it and the more you mess around with it, the more it feels worse. No, I feel that for sure. Like, I'm getting older now, so I'm definitely kind of more accepting a lot of whites and greys in my beard, and definitely my hair's definitely kind of gone back a bit. But sure, it is what it is. What are you gonna do? Like, the rest of my family are pretty much bald on the male side, so the fact that I have anything, I'm just like, grand job, hold on to it, grand. Who cares, you know? Is what it is. Everyone's always like, you know, to lads who are like losing hair, they're like, oh, just shave it, just go with it. It's like, some dudes just don't look good bald, you know? It's a tough one. You end up looking like a big fucking melon head or something. Then there's other lads that are holding on hope with a big comb over and they're fucking 6-finger foreheads, and it just looks ridiculous. And if they would just shave, it wouldn't be such a big thing. It's tough. It's the hardest part. It's male pride thing. It's very tough. Oh dear. Oh my god, I shouldn't have done that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Jesus, I went back and took like an old, normal position. I shouldn't have done that. Just pure pressure on it, like someone punching your gut. What's this? Oh, you're back here as well. Why are these fucking weather people? Get the fuck out of here. I don't care about the weather. Blame it on the weatherman. Damn, I wanted to go out into the desert one time. Sounds bad. No, it's all good. Completely routine. That's what I kept trying to say to people. It's all good. Like how many people? It's what I was reading up because you can't help yourself. I was like reading home remedies and everything. Apparently it affects like 5 to 8% of children, like babies and young infants. That's so sad. Can you imagine them? You know when a baby cries and you don't know why. But they would have to have a really bad diet. Also eating solids too early too. Because they're not conditioned to break down solids yet. So all that stuff just gets stuck. It's my own fault. This is completely my own fault. I thought it was an allergy problem with food. Because it would have tendency to happen after food. So I'm like, oh, is this IBS? Is this like a twisted bowel? Like what's going on? Is this an allergy? Because it wasn't diarrhea. Like, God, you wouldn't mind if it was like a bit of explosive diarrhea. You're like, well, carry on. No, it wasn't that. It's just absolute severe on the floor pain, like passing out and waking up in a cold sweat. So I was like, oh, is this a twisted? Because you can get a twisted bowel. It's lethal dangerous. You have to get pieces of it out. Because, you know, all the twists and turns. Or a compacted bowel, right? And it wasn't that. It was kidneys. Maybe when I was pushing it. No, but it was my fault. Me actually messing around, not using the bathroom on stream and not drinking enough water for years. Like I'm talking about maybe a glass of water a day for years. What that does is it doesn't give the body enough water to cleanse out the bladder and kidneys. So all the waste that goes in there just kind of gets stuck. And these crystals form, and that's how you get kidney stones. Kidney stones! And then your appendix is just kind of, it just goes when it goes. But other things can exacerbate it, like the kidney stones and too much strenuous. And I have been, these last couple of months, I've been done a little bit extra helping out. So it just fucked me up. So it's a bit of both. And then I got a couple of CT scans done, and they're like, yep, that's exactly what's happened here. It's like, when the kidneys got when the stone moved into the urinary tract, it kind of inflames. When anything's inflamed, it just fucking swells. So it's just been constantly pushing off. They actually said if it had continued much longer, it might have affected my gallbladder too. I was like, for fuck's sake, man, there's like a little bomb going off in there. So now, it's like random shit. Obviously trying to flush it with mountains of water. But I'm also going to take a little bit of apple cider vinegar. Which, what that can do is goes into the kidney when it cleanses out any liquid. The vinegar can kind of burn down the stone a little bit. But yeah, that's what I have to do. So 4 weeks now, that's all. So it's not a big deal, it's completely normal. It says it will affect like 10% of adults at one point in their life will get a kidney stone. It happens to a lot of obese people, and I'm like slightly underweight, so that's not the issue. It wasn't the bad foods, it was chronic dehydration for like fucking years and stuff. Just other stuff as well. Just normally, because there's like 4 different types of kidney stones too. So there's like calcium ones, and then having more calcium will help the calcium kidney stones. Isn't that weird? Even though it's calcium that's formed, it's a different type, but it'll join together and pull it with it. But then that dislodgement is what happens. And then there's ulcerific ones as well, which is like a type of acidy stuff. I don't know, trust me, I've done that much reading up about it. You fucking sick to death. Okay, let's try and pass the time then. And we'll go out in the desert during the daytime. But it's all good, this is completely routine, normie shit. Just fucking painful, that's all. Like when you break your bone, you're getting you know, you can numb the shit out of it. And then like when I got stabbed, it could also just, there was sprays and glues and everything, so it was all good. There was nothing they could do. They gave me morphine, and it only lasted like 20 minutes. It felt great though. I felt like I wanted to go up and run up and down the hospital.
Oh, thank you.
Never had morphine like that before. It was like a punch in the heart. I was like, whoa, I can feel it right there. And I was like, yoo-hoo! I was like ready to go. I was like fucking death. Jeez. Then once it wore off, he's like, hit him again. I'm like, yes, I will take 2 more of them, please. I end up, the only thing that was giving me relief was my own stuff, my own tactic, which was walking around while crouched down and pushing all of my stomach and organs over to the side as deep as I could go, and it removed the pressure. So I have all this built up pressure because I can't go anywhere, and I lost so much fucking weight too, and I don't have it to lose either. I was coming in with my pants, and they were like, pull your pants down so we can do the CT scan, and they just fall off me. It's funny.
And the age of a new king.
I basically didn't have a proper meal in like 4 or 5 days. But now I'm on. And when I get in there, I'm like, applesauce. All they can give you is applesauce and soup and stuff. It's all good. No big thing. Just happened so fucking fast. I had the stream set up. I had everything ready to go. It's fucked up. That was the worst though. Jesus. They said it's called a colic. Renal colic. Renal failure, renal colic. Renal apparently has got to do with your kidneys. And the colic, I usually assume like a cough. Babies get colic. It's a type of cough, very dangerous. But it's basically like a kidney spasm. The stone would move around the kidney, floating around, and then move into where the urinary tract is. So it's like a stone trying to get through the eye of a needle and pushing its way through and then blocking it, of course. And that's where the spasm would happen. That pain was, honest to God, like hot lead, like a knife in my gut. Never felt that like that. I was on the floor. I was, oh my God. Yeah, it made me vomit, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't vomited. I made a joke where I haven't vomited since 93. Vomit free since 93, and it made me vomit. That sucks. That's more annoying than anything, because I'm like, bitch, I don't vomit. Bitch, I'm a clown. Anyway. Yeah. So that would happen. That's only supposed to happen for 20 minutes. But when I went in, I don't usually go to the hospital either. I refuse to do that. That lasted 4 hours. And then I had to. It was unbelievable. That was the worst pain on earth. Jesus Christ. So that thing was like, I'm blocking up your whole system. And then, you know, that'll just lead to, you know, kidney failure. So you don't want that. But Jesus, when I went in there, you got like, they're great doctors, God bless them. It's a small Irish hospital. But they had to put up some shit. So many drunks, there was guards running around, police. And he's like, I can't give you painkillers till we get your bloods done. And the nurse is dealing with this man. And I'm like, at this point, I'm like making some demonic noises, you know, because I can't get past it. You can't get comfortable. There's no position that helps, you know, that kind of way. It's in your body. You just want to reach your hand inside yourself and pull it out, but you can't do that. But yeah, they are troopers, man. I would not want to be a fucking Irish doctor, that's for sure. And there's just so much underhanded racism as well, which is really disgusting. It's like they're resuscitating your stone cold drunk piece of shit husband who's just probably beating the shit out of you, and you're like throwing racial slurs at them. I ought to smack the fucking bitch shit out of you, fucking dumbass. Anyway, and then you got another woman comes in, right? It's her 3rd time being in there in a week. The first thing she says is, I'll behave myself. A grown woman says, I'll behave myself. If you take me in, doctor, I'll behave myself. Can you imagine the sheer level of embarrassment and just what a pissant, what a human cretin.
Where to?
I'll behave myself. As if you have no control over your actions, you piece of shit. They should have, just like a shop has the option to turn people away. I really do think hospitals should be able to do that too. If you're a belligerent cunt, you don't deserve human decency, because you won't give anyone else human decency. Like, it takes nothing to have a bit of manners. Of course you're in pain or you're suffering or whatever. Fuck it, we all are. I sounded stupid how many times I said thank you, because I was like, I couldn't deal with all. I was literally saying thank you for other people, you know. And so I was like in the middle of the like reception, and I found the nearest sink just to vomit in. On yours, oh. I'm like, yes, I'm fucking puking from the pain and the fucking inflammation. But yeah, you ohms and oh you dumb shit. See, look, this is the open area. This is what I wanted. This is fucking sick. It'll be full of monsters. Oh, like I say, it takes a day. That sucks. What does it say there? Dungeon? Let's continue on. This counts as a dungeon. Well, I really wanted to do it, so fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Anyway, so that's my little story. It's more just an adventure. It's fucking rough though, man. They couldn't take me for ages and they were like, we're going to discharge you, and then well, I can't go, so I had to fucking stay there. And then I don't like staying overnight because I can't sleep with people crying and roaring. I don't like it. I've had too many bad experiences as a kid. So in hospital, so I didn't want to do that. I didn't even take this off. I still have the fucking bracelet on. Lol. There he is. There's the little guy. Let's go get him. I need to take that off. But no, they're great doctors and nurses. They don't like me too much though. You know what's funny? I have some of them over here as well. She put those blood pressure sensor things on you. And I couldn't stay still because I couldn't find comfort. So she was giving out bloody murder to me. She had to she was 2 nurses. She's put like 7 sets of them on it. So I had like 10 of them. I came home and I kept getting itchy under my arm. I had 2 or 3 of them left under my arm. No one took them off. It's so funny. Yeah. But yeah, that's all routine. Like appendix is everyday shit. And kidney stones, yeah, definitely painful, but it's just everyday shit. Alright, so this is the dungeon. So this may even be the same as the other one. No, maybe it is. Cool, this is all I wanted to do. We just can't. Whoa. Oh, remember these fuckers. That's right, bitch. So we can kill these guys by ourselves. We got this. Watch out for that crow, he might be stronger. Oh, hell no, you want some of this too, bitch? This is cool, this is kind of like a world dungeon. But yeah, dude, is there anything that you can help to get? Is there any kind of home remedy? Those kind of things, like, it always starts at home. It always starts in the food you eat, you know? Anytime you're given a topical cream, you want to change the diet too, maybe as well. Is there anything they can do to help with that stuff? You poor devil, man. You've been through the wars. You've been through so many ailments. And you're so young still, you know? It sucks. I hate to see that. And you're still, like, kicking ass out there. Good man. Don't lose that. Nice. We're still strong enough to kill them. But you can turn-based attack them anytime like that, see? So if you're getting a bit bored of the turn-based, you can switch over. Let's see what this guy can do. Round slash. That was the one we had before. That's worse because it costs 14 now. But now you can attack a few of them at once. Oh no, that's very powerful, Jesus Christ.
Looks like that's all of them. Great job, everybody. I think that's all of them.
Yeah, then they have this laser blaster that can shatter the stones, but it's only in Dublin.
Nice find. Looks like it could be useful.
So I don't know why they didn't just send me there Friday to Dublin. So now so it's too late now, so I have to either pass it myself or it'll be an operation if we get stuck somewhere. So now the remedy is
I think we'll be okay if we made it this far. Probably.
Oh, that's an enemy. I don't know if I him. It's like flush it out of your body. Pain management, which I always love that. I don't, not to be mean, but whenever I hear like make you as comfortable as you can and pain management, basically to me that says you've run out of ideas. This country is completely backed up with the medical stuff. Same in the UK. You know how it is. There's more people in the hallways and on the floor than in the beds. That's why I didn't want to take up a bed. Every time they put me on one, there's an ambulance coming in, so I just get off the bed and care if I was in pain. So it's just like when you think about it, it's just one woman on the Late Show, and she had like this butterfly skin thing where the skin basically on her arms never heals. It constantly looks like a burn victim. And she has to apply these. She can still catch horrible. What's going on here? Ooh. This is gonna be the boss. She has to apply these bandages, but it's just sheer pain all day, and they won't help the poor lady. She need funding, so I had Colin Farrell on talking about the penguin, but he's also helping this woman. They ended up raising like 400,000 for her. Poor devil. So those are people that really suffer. Not some dumb Irishman with a kidney stone and some fucking appendix. But the appendix is only dangerous when you leave it so long that it's trying to burst. Because then the bile goes into your body cavity and it can cause sepsis and shit. Otherwise, it's all nonsense. Man-eater Manjula. We always love a good chimera. Alright, so we're going to use this on him. Once we do a weakness, we'll get a turn back. Oh, he's already... Oh, poor baby. He shouldn't be too difficult. Right. Oh, I never changed his magic. I just made a horrific mistake. Suck my balls. Let's try wind magic on him. That's something, I suppose. She has hammer, which is light based. Yeah. Nice, we got him like for 2 or 3 goes. He's almost halfway and we just got through 1 go. It should be fine. Once he doesn't... Everyone's attack. Well, Stinger Frenzy, he's gonna poison somebody, is he? Goes through phases, it's totally fine for a while, then back to his ship. But yeah, it always seems to grow back and then I don't know why it keeps happening. Right, I'm glad it's growing back though, that's good. That's good that you've got good hair growth. It must be stress, man. Is anything changed in your life, anything in your diet or anything? There's probably a lot of stuff that I'm not one to know what you're going through, so my advice is probably worthless to you, you know what I mean? But damn it, dude, that's rough.
I call upon royal power within. In the
name of power. And then yeah, adds more stress to it. Fucking hell. Hey, that missed. Haha. Type where the hair goes into a telogen rest phase for a prolonged period. This most just means that you lose density all over. It looks weak and damaged. Oh, shites. It's kind of like extra noticeable for you. Damn it. You're just trying to let it grow as much. You ever try different shampoos or stuff? I'm seeing a lot of dudes, because the streamers keep talking about their hairline and stuff, and then the joke of going to Turkey for hair plugs and all this, as if it's like a bad thing or whatever. But it's so stupid, dude. It's like dick size but on your head. It's like, who gives a fuck? And then they're taking all this crazy stuff, you know, the goat weed and these other pills, and the side effects are not worth it for a bit of hair. Like, they're like, they obviously can't have kids or anything in that time that they're using it. They can't get an erection and all. It's like, it fucks everything up, because in those tablets they're messing with testosterone and stuff, and you know, estrogen, testosterone probably helps in some way with the hair, but honestly it can just come down to bare genes. You can just be unlucky. There you go, that was piss easy. The new percentage challenge. I wanted to do that though, that was fun. We can talk to Hunkleberg another time. We got the bone helm, so we can turn that into something. Nice. So when we come back, this will probably take a day, so it'll immediately kick off the next mission. That was fun. Rampage or tail, that's what we needed for the bounties. We get 10,000 big ones.
Even so.
And we got to go out into the desert.
Yes.
Didn't get the... probably more chests. Let me see.
What do you think?
Turn to the exit. No, I want to keep exploring a little bit. Yay! So there might be another chest. Are you getting... What is that, dude? Lithotripsy? Lithotripsy? What is that? I haven't heard that thrown around. Yeah. Not to be conspiracy theories, but it's been happening on and off for about 5 years. And you know what happened 5 years ago? COVID vaccines. Ooh, you think so? People do, there is different symptoms for sure, and long COVID and stuff is a thing. And the fatigue. Ooh, yeah, I know what you mean. I definitely believe that there is side effects of that. It's just the way it goes, you know, and it was so quickly hammed together too. It was all we could do. But everything has side effects, like, for sure. You can just be that very unlucky 1%. It sucks when you're trying to break down what's wrong, you know, you're trying to fix things in yourself. Of course you're going to go over theories and ideas and I get that, especially how frustrating it is. It's very tough when it comes to the hair and that. Because you feel like you have such little control over it. Like, ladies take care of so much of their hair and the conditioners and hair treatments. But then, like, for tens of thousands of years, they also were using all this heat and everything. Every year something comes out that's worse for their hair, and they're like, hello, people are using hair dryers since the fucking 50s. For God's sake, if not the 20s, you know. I don't think that's a good weapon for us anyway. The only have is ridiculous. That's from fighting the dragon at the start of the game. I love when they do that. Oh, it's pretty close. Mine also has fire. Ooh, that would have affected that fight. See, that's why you don't want to use any specific element. But yeah, you never know. Is there anything they can do to help? Like, could they take like a DNA sample or something? All those kind of plugs and stuff are getting so commonplace now anyway. Some of them are very good, you wouldn't even know. I was actually watching some of those videos. Once you watch one, it pops up. It's like kids. This kid had like a horrible burn all across his forehead and scalp. He must have pulled down a pot of boiling water or something. But they were doing this thing where they're putting kind of like tape all over their head. And then they would tape basically a toupee to them, you know. It was a type of toupee. The kid was in tears, like he didn't know himself. And then obviously the good barber then did up his hair afterwards. So he didn't know himself. So hopefully it gave him a kind of a new lease of life. It's not the be all end all, there's worse things, but yeah, I wish we'd just normalize all that stuff. It's so annoying on every side. Like, ladies do suffer from alopecia as well. Just wish we could normalize wigs and toupees and stuff and stop being the butt of every joke. And hair plugs and that. It's fine, you know. Whatever. That's what people want. Alright, let's check the map. I think I filled it out. I'm a devil for doing that. I love filling out a map, but I think we're finished with this place. Let's head back. It's just one small area.
They must have lost sight of us.
Yeah. Glad we got to do this because we're knee deep in the story. Yeah, what is that? There's 100 vitamins. I know. Growth and healthy hair leading theories that some sort of zinc deficiency is causing it. Okay, okay. Keep at it, dude. Keep figuring out. Just when you're about to give up, something will come true. Yeah, zinc. There's loads of those. Like, people are swearing by magnesium citrate now. Not for hair. For sleep and fatigue and stuff. And they'll take things like just normal magnesium. And it's not enough. You need this citrate. But it mightn't be citrate either. You have to be careful. One of them's like highly toxic. And they're the ones helping people. As usual, talk to your doctor and stuff before you go. Don't buy anything on the internet. Yeah, like I say. It's a dungeon, then it goes day, so it's going to cost a day. Let's see.
Okay,
Nice. At least she says, are you sure? But yeah, it's... Oh man, it can be fucking tough on people. Because it's so connected to our outward facing things. There's so many things like that that fuck us up. Like how your face looks, you know, if you've got like the genes of, you've got like a big nose, or guys are like obsessed with the size of their chin and hair and like your eyes and eyebrows and teeth, all of that stuff, and they're all just social standing things, right? You know, in the end of the day, if it's not adversely affecting your health, like then it shouldn't matter. But there's so many dumb beauty standards and thousands upon thousands of weirdo adult kids online that make fun of this stuff. And it's so funny because you see the streamer pretends it doesn't affect them, and the next day they're on these crazy fucking tablets and goat weed to try and help their hair. It's like, Jesus, no. If it's messing with your reproductive organs just for a bit of hair, I'm sorry, that's not worth it. What if you lose the ability to ever have kids again? Even if you didn't want kids now. People change every 7 years. But yeah, oh, here we go. Lithotripsy is the procedure for breaking the kidney. Okay, oh, I didn't know that. No, they said laser, but it might be the same thing. There is an ultrasonic one, but they said a laser does it now. But it's the same process. It's a type of vibration. Didn't know that was what it's called. Cool. Days to day we depart. Nice. I didn't know that. Electric shocks is wild.